Batteries fully charged. Launch ready for WWE Aftershock in 3, 2, 1. World Wrestling Entertainment Discussion is live. Cue host Owen Finch.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to WWE Aftershock Week 31. Didn't screw it up the first time or anything like that. It's definitely Week 31. No mistakes happening here. Owen the Birdman Finch, and I'm here with
Chris.
What's going on? How do you feel? We made it to 31 weeks. Technically, we made it to 32 because we did an extra this week.
Yeah, it feels quite interesting. We don't usually make it this far in anything that we do. Usually consecutively, I should say. But yeah, we've made it to a lot of episodes on a lot of different shows, but none of them consecutively like this. So it's interesting.
We did good with Massasoit Wrestling Corner, and then we did good on we did good on retros. I mean, we took a break, but we've been doing good on those lately. So,
can I also just come in and I'm just gonna say this, and this is gonna be the main take. Fuck it. So whatever happens now. That's not how weeks work, Owen. that's not how the weeks work.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What I mean? You just said, well, technically we did two. We're on week 32 because we did an extra video. No, it's still the same week. We just doing two videos on it.
Not necessarily, because essentially we combined it 2 weeks because I believe the Cody doc.
Wait, was it on a different week?
I think it was this week, but I'm pretty sure we covered a show that took place last week, so that's why. So technically it is 2. So technically it is 2 weeks.
Okay. Technically.
Because I think
weird. This is weird. Math is weird. Weeks are weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
By the way, before you guys get deep into the weeds, you like story times on your shows, right? You want to bring that back? Shall we tell the story about how you texted Michael X on the air?
And I think the story happened again because this time I did say I need a thumbnail right away. This time though, so
did you give him the details yet?
No, yeah, he hasn't responded yet because he may not even be able to make the thumbnail.
For fuck's sake, give him the details.
I have it ready to go. I'm just waiting for him to respond.
Send it to him now. You don't need, bro. You don't need to wait permission for Mike to do the thumbnail. Just send him the details. He'll get on it.
Well, I don't like to make him think I just wanted to make the thumbnails. I wanted to at least have a bit of a conversation.
That's what you were messaging him for. It's fine, Chris, I gotta tell you this story. You gotta hear this. So, I was editing this this Aftershock Extra last week. There's a reason there's the thumbnail the way it's laid out. By the way, I don't know if you actually saw the thumbnail that I created, but there's a reason for it. Okay, so here's the story. Here's the backstory behind this thing. So, I told Owen as I'm editing this fucking thing, like, hey, buddy, make sure you give him all the details. He's asleep right now. He's asleep. So just give him the details. You'll be fine. You'll be good to go. He's probably asleep right now, so just do it. You know what Owen's version of details was? Giving him the full details?
What was it?
Hey, brother, how's it going? That's it. That's it.
I was trying to build up to it. I wanted to make sure I didn't wake him up while he was sleeping.
At 12 a.m. at night, mind you, he was trying to have rapport with Mike. He was fast asleep.
And if correspondence, you gotta build up the conversation.
Yeah, at 12.
That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, at 12 o'clock at night. A.M.
Yeah, if you're trying to talk to someone.
No, I get what I know, but I get that, but I told him, like, straight up, he's asleep. He's definitely asleep. And I told him, just send him the details right away, don't forget. And then he's just like, Hey, brother, how's
I
it
thought
going?
I thought he was gonna respond right away. I didn't think he wasn't gonna respond.
He's asleep. I said he was asleep.
Well, I did say I was gonna try to get up early the next day, but that didn't go well either. So
So I had to make the thumbnail, so that was the thumbnail. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna make it there and then explain it on the show. And now y'all know the story of the thumbnail. So there you go. There's story time over. You guys continue your show. We just had to.
Yeah.
I just wanted to
Well,
provide the context because it's
I did
funnier
send-
than hell.
I did send over the details now. So
There we go. See, there you go. Perfect. All right, there we go, everyone. Enjoy the show.
Mute your mic.
I muted my mic.
Okay, I'm just making sure because last time it wasn't muted. So
I definitely muted. It's okay.
okay. All right, so yeah, let's just get right into the week of what happened this week. The only thing we're not covering is NXT, but we're covering everything else, even the bump, because we got. Remember, there's a big announcement on the bump this week.
No, I did not know that. So
I said it last week, Chris. You're gonna have a better memory when it comes to that stuff, but because Chris, you don't have NXT to dive into, you get to do the Raw notes. So you want to take us through the Raw notes?
No, I don't actually.
Somebody has to. It's not gonna be me.
But yeah, so it's a big show. It's the go home show to the Summerfest, as Jeremy Piven once quoted as saying.
Oh, it was Jeremy Piven. You're right. Yeah.
When he was the guest host of Raw with Ken Jeong.
Yeah.
And then quickly changed himself to saying the SummerSlam. And it's interesting. It's an interesting show. But they open up with the memorial graphic for Adrian Street, exotic Adrian Street, because he had passed away recently. Nice little touch.
Was it that day? Was it that day?
It was either that day or the day prior. I forget when it was, but it was within a day or two.
Yeah, but very sad passing. So there you go.
Nice little thing that they do when wrestlers pass away. I do like that.
Yeah.
The show kicks off with Logan Paul, of all people. In case you didn't know, he wrestles. If you didn't know that by now, that's you haven't been watching wrestling for the last year. So
yeah.
He comes out for another promo segment for SummerSlam to hype up his match against Ricochet. I'm surprised he didn't talk about him leaving and going to his brother's fight that night. Really, I'm surprised he didn't say that, because that's the main reason why he wants to go on first, and probably is going to go on first.
Maybe he didn't feel the need to. Maybe I feel like he forgot, because he was so dead set on getting his hands on Ricochet. I think he was just so angry that he didn't want to mention it.
He was very, very mad. But yeah, it was a promo segment between him and Ricochet, and it's basically a lot of the same stuff that happened the week prior. But this time, Logan, being the little snarky motherfucker that he is, decided to hit on Samantha Irvin right in front of Ricochet's face, the fiance of Ricochet.
Mm-hmm.
And Ricochet didn't like that, so he decided to go and beat the crap out of him. And they fight back and forth, and Ricochet goes for a springboard off the top rope, and Logan nails him with the right hand and knocks him clean out.
Yep.
I thought this is a great way to hype up their match for SummerSlam. This match, again, is going to be insanely good, maybe even great. It honestly could steal the show, just because of just what they want to deliver for the audience. It's going to be a crazy, crazy good match.
Yeah, I like this segment a lot. I liked, the back and forth that they had with each other. Logan Paul hitting on Samantha Irvine was really fun. And yeah, I like the fact that Logan Paul, stood tall this week. This does leave you a question, like, is he going to win now tonight? Since SummerSlam is tonight when this is being recorded. So that is a good question, but yeah, I thought this was really good show here. So, well, a really good segment here. So
And it
there you
could really
go.
go back and forth, honestly.
Yeah, it really could.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Ricochet won or if Logan won. I would not be surprised at all.
Absolutely.
So next they recap Gunther accepting Drew McIntyre's challenge for SummerSlam after Drew beat Ludwig Kaiser the previous week. And then Imperium were interviewed. And Gunther says he doesn't live in the past anymore. And his only concern now is disappointment with Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. He's not happy with them right now. And he expects more from them tonight as Ludwig Kaiser takes on Matt Riddle. As they said, Drew is busy with other stuff. Quote unquote, busy with other stuff. I think he's still taking time to do that movie commitment that he has.
So there you go.
But yeah, I liked it. I liked the promo. I thought it was fairly good. Yeah, and I mean, it would make. I mean, honestly, for this match, it could go back and forth again. I want Gunther to break the record. That would be fucking awesome if he breaks the record. But at the same time, I wouldn't be upset if Drew won either because he's got all that momentum from coming back from injury and being away for a while. I wouldn't be surprised if Drew won either.
Yeah, I like this segment a lot. I like that there was kind of a bit of a tease of a breakup of Imperium, but really not like a tease. It's kind of like, he just wants, his henchmen to do better for him and make, and make an example out of people. So I like this, good stuff here. We should say this is the only wrestling show of the week that took place in July of 2023 because it was July 31st, 2023. And as you know, Chris, that's the last day of July. And we forgot to mention, the commentary team was Kevin Patrick and Corey Graves. I thought they did pretty well. Corey Graves is pretty nice to Kevin Patrick this week. I'm pretty proud of him for that.
What a good gentleman he is.
He's been pretty nice to him lately. I don't know what's been going on lately. So, I kind of hope this continues. Because Kevin Patrick, deserves to have that niceness in his life.
Yeah, he does.
So
he does. He deserves it. So next we go right into the Matt Riddle versus Ludwig Kaiser match. I thought this match was really good. Matt Riddle goes for a moonsault and misses, and then Ludwig Kaiser hits him with the fucking square hammer DDT, which is that vicious Andrade almost like DDT that he used to hit in NXT. That was brutal.
yeah,
and he gets the win. And the match itself was pretty good. And from what I'm seeing, they're not pushing Matt Riddle anymore because they're very concerned about his out of the ring activities. So he's not getting a push anymore. So when I first saw this match was announced, I was like, "Oh, Riddle's gonna win easy." That's not like it's obviously gonna be Riddle. But then when Kaiser won, I was like, "Holy shit!" I'm like, "There, okay." He's literally done. He's literally done for.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this match a lot. I kind of figured once Walter was like, telling Marcel Bartel that, he has to win tonight. I kind of figured he was going to win. And I'm happy he did win. I'm happy Matt Riddle's not being pushed right now just because he doesn't deserve a push right now. So, yeah, there you go. So this is all a win, Matt Riddle lost and, Imperium looks strong coming out of this. So I like this a lot.
Yeah, that didn't really show any signs of dissension in the match either, which was good. Don't want them to break up at all, period, because I think that would completely ruin the dynamic of the show to build up this stable. Then all of a sudden, just go, not anymore.
Yeah,
I would hate that. They're a dominant stable. Like there's no really other heel stable like on Raw that can take over besides maybe Judgment Day, but they're in a feud. They're in fucking 30 different feuds right now.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
I like this.
Kind of works, but
Also, Logan Paul, we missed this, got interviewed, and he made fun of Ricochet about the fact that he laid him out and all that type
You
of
have
stuff.
call him a full-grown fetus.
Yeah, he made fun of Byron Saxon for being bald too. Byron Saxon didn't look like he liked that very much, so
No, know what they should do now? Next time they interview him, we should come out with a wig on.
that'd be awesome.
Show me some continuity. I love it. They recap the Viking Raiders and Alpha Academy, their past brawls that they've had, matches and whatnot, and then they go into the hype for Cody Rhodes' TikTok debut.
Yeah,
and a video package for also for Brock Lesnar follows after that, which is it's the same shit they've been showing for the past I don't know fucking 20 years probably.
I like the
video packages they show all the time for Brock when he's not around.
Yeah, I liked the video package where it showed like the history that Cody and Brock had with each other. I just don't know why they had to show it on Raw. You're literally showing it at SummerSlam. It's like, what are you doing? It's like you're just kind of killing time for the sake of killing time at that point. Like, what are you doing that for? And you know how I feel about when they recap shit. I don't like that. And then what else? Oh yeah, and Cody's debut on TikTok. That's awesome. I love the fact that he's on TikTok now. So, he deserves to be on TikTok. And how fitting was it that his first TikTok was asking the people on TikTok what they want to talk about? Very fitting for Cody Rhodes right there.
Yes, because that's what he says.
Yeah.
What are you going to talk about? It's very fitting, and he's going to be a star on TikTok.
Yes, he is.
He might leave WWE and just do TikTok full time.
I don't think you'd like that very much.
He's just going to be the new TikTok sensation.
I don't think I feel like you would be as mad. I feel like you'd be angry at him, like you're angry at Mandy Rose for doing that. So, well, like, oh, you threw away a main event of WrestleMania just to go be a TikTok star. You'd be fucking bullshit. You'd be like, I feel like you throw stuff around. You would like, I feel like you wouldn't know what to do with yourself anymore because you would have.
I'd be Cody, lost, walking the hallway in my house back and forth, not know what to do with myself.
Because your boy Cody Rhodes,
lost.
Your boy Cody Rhodes not only would be gone, you would have to hate him now. Like, I don't know what you would do.
I don't know what to do with myself.
I feel like I'd never come out of your room again. Like,
I just pace back and forth. I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
Not at all.
I come out of my recluse with a beard down to my feet.
Yeah. You would just be done.
I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I'd be all done.
I wonder if you watch that. I wonder if you'd watch that documentary anymore. I wonder if you'd be done with. I wonder if you cancel the I was about to say. I wonder if you cancel your Peacock subscription, but you technically don't have the Peacock subscription, so you don't have a say in that.
Well, technically, yes.
So you just go upstairs and be like, Dad, we're done with Peacock. We're done.
We're done with Peacock. Cody Rhodes decided that he wanted to be a TikTok star, and I don't support it anymore.
I wonder if he'd ever watch the company. I wonder if he'd be all AEW at that point. Like, yeah, AEW. Woo. You would just never watch WWE again. Like,
I'd be too heartbroken.
Oh no.
So next is Maxine Dupree versus Valhalla. And before they went to break, Maxine Dupree was make your entrance, and she was flanked by the Alpha Academy. She technically is an Alpha Academy, so
yeah, she is.
But this match actually was surprisingly good.
It was.
I actually really liked it.
Yeah.
At one point, Maxine Dupree did the caterpillar.
Yep.
Which was awesome. Even though it looked terrible.
I think it's supposed to though, but
it was. I still liked it. It was surprising, and she got the win too, so that makes it all better. I liked it. I liked this match. It was surprising. Maxine, for as very little in-ring experience as she has, which is like probably 4 total matches. I don't even think she even wrestled in NXT.
I don't recall her doing the house show circuit or anything like that.
I don't even know if she even wrestled on the house show circuit, because I know for a fact she never wrestled on TV.
Yeah,
Because Pacific
But
Cromwell, she was just managing. She managed for like 3 weeks on TV and then went to the main roster.
Yep. So
I think she said that this is her third match now. I think, or second match on the main roster. Is it a second?
it might be a second because I don't think that she's had another one.
I think it's her second, and then because didn't they have a 6-man?
They did.
Yeah, so this is her first singles match.
Yes.
On the main roster.
I think what you're thinking of is because she takes the table bump in the
table bump. Yeah, that's.
But she's not in the match though. So
yeah, the table bump and the shenanigans she was doing on the outside.
Yeah,
the suplex and whatnot. But yeah, like she was getting involved. But like for someone with very minimal, I should say, ring experience, because it's less than a handful of times she's wrestled in her life. She's been very impressive.
Yeah.
In the ring. She has an athletic background, being a cheerleader and whatnot, but like she's taken to it very well. And the gimmick it's way better than what she was before with Maximum Male Models, and it's just way better. It's a way better gimmick.
Yeah, I like this. I thought this was good stuff. The way she won too, we didn't even talk about that. She won with like an electric chair, pretty much, was like insane. I thought she'd win with like a hip toss or something, or like a roll up, but she won with like an electric chair, which was insane. So I thought that was awesome. And yeah, I don't know if this is the end of this feud, just because Alpha Academy still have to get their win over them. So we'll see if that happens. But yeah, I like this a lot.
It was good. It was actually it was shockingly good.
It leads to great things later in the night. So
the Judgment Day now are making their way to the ring, and they always do this to the Judgment Day. Like they always like show them walking backstage, and they cut to commercial break.
Yeah,
and then they come back and they're in the ring. They do that every time.
I know.
But this time it was a little bit longer because we had Shinsuke Nakamura and Tommaso Ciampa backstage. I wonder if they were watching that the whole time, just on the Jumbotron, just watching.
Probably, yeah.
Just waiting for the segment to start.
We've seen that happen at the live events and stuff too, where they just sit there and watch the segment go down and all that type of stuff. Like,
it's like, why not do it after? Like why do you have to do it in that moment? Which just cuts them off completely.
It'd be goofy, like if they did like a big like vignette or something, and they have to sit there and watch it, and then they just go to break right after that too. Like,
they do like a huge vignette for like a debuting superstar, and all of a sudden they're in the ring just waiting, and they go to commercial break, and they come back from commercial break, and then they do their segment.
Yeah, so it's all weird how they lay that out sometimes, but yeah, take us through the Nakamura video package.
They basically go back. Ciampa basically says that he has a problem, that there's clearly still a problem between them two, and they're going to solve it tonight. He's going to pick up some momentum against him and win the Battle Royal on Saturday. And Shinsuke says, "Nuh-uh, he's going to win both matches, and the problem has been solved." I don't think the problem really was solved, though, because there's a lot of tension in the air.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But yeah, I like this. I'm interested to see what Nakamura is going to do as a heel, and yeah, I like the back and forth between Nakamura and Ciampa.
I don't think he's fully healed yet.
I think
he's tweener right now,
but I think he's going more the heel direction.
Yeah, I think he's going in that direction for sure. Like it just seems like the right thing, I guess. But again, like they're gonna have to change his music again because it's a face music, and they changed it back when he went face again. Now they have to change it back to the other one.
Yeah, I guess so.
I used to like when they would do that. Like when a wrestler would turn heel, they have a completely different theme, and then when they turn face, you knew they turned face because they went back to their face theme, and then when they went back heel again, they go back to their heel theme again.
Mm-hmm.
I liked when they used to do that.
I wonder if that's going to happen. I wonder if that's going to happen when Roman Reigns goes babyface. If he'll go back to his like Shield music or whatever, or he'll get
that would be because it's not really a face theme. But I wouldn't be surprised if he kept it either. But that would be interesting for sure. I think it would be like a bit of a surprise for sure.
I mean, we talked about when we did the Payback retro. You forget Roman Reigns still had the Shield theme like for a while when he was a heel. So
I think it was through to WrestleMania.
yeah.
I think he debuted it at WrestleMania.
No, he debuted it the last match that Daniel Bryan had in the company. It was when he debuted because that was on SmackDown, if you remember. So
yes, it wasn't even on a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Remember that now, yeah. Because he just came out and I was like, wait a minute, what's the Shield theme?
I bet you were so.
oh,
I bet you were so. I bet you're so sad because I was like, that's like the last thing you're ever gonna get in like the Shield, really. Because
it is, and it hasn't been played since Seth Rollins fucking did the Shield entrance at Royal Rumble 2022.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
I bet you missed the Shield.
Bring it home every day, every fucking day. That stupid idiot had to leave and go bleed all over the canvas everywhere.
He still bleeds all over the canvas to this day.
He does.
Surprisingly, he didn't this Wednesday. So
but he did on Rampage. So what a surprise!
There you go. He was saving it for Rampage.
But next, so the Judgment Day's in the ring, and Damian Priest tells the crowd to rise.
Yeah,
and they do. Some of them do. Maybe not all of them.
I would have.
I would have too. You kidding me? He's fucking scary. If we're going to the crowd and beat the crap out of you.
What are you talking about? You never even go, so don't even give me this. Oh, I would have too. You don't even go, so how could you even say you would have?
I could say if I would have went, I would have risen.
But you're not. But you're not going. So.
But if I did,
but you're not.
He'd jump into the crowd and beat the crap out of me because I wasn't rising.
Yeah, Bad Bunny would like to speak to you. He was there to enjoy a wrestling show when he got fucking destroyed. So
that's very mean of them to do that.
Yeah,
they're very, very, very mean. They're mean people. So they basically brag about taking out Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins, which they did. They injured Kevin Owens. They beat up Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins. And Liv Morgan too, and Rhea brags about beating up Liv Morgan, and Finn Balor basically says that he's coming for him, and he's gonna beat him at SummerSlam. And at SummerSlam, Finn can't erase those scars. He's got those scars on his body from when he was Universal Champion for a day, and he was out of action because he dislocated his shoulder.
Legit, yeah. He legit has scars on there from that. So,
and so Raquel comes out and she brawls with Rhea Ripley as for revenge for Liv Morgan, and it gets broken up by officials. It was It was Kenny Dykstra and Petey Williams wrote they had to break it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought this was like.
Oh, don't forget though. I can see why you forget about this because then you have to talk about it. Dominic Mysterio provided a distraction long enough so Rhea Ripley could stand tall at the end and take out her knee.
Nope.
Raquel's knee.
And it didn't do it. He didn't do that.
Yes, he did. He did do. Yeah, it happened on the show. You got to talk about it. This did happen.
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen. Can you imagine? Well, I'm just saying what my imagination was. I feel like it's just your imagination that it didn't happen.
I blocked it.
So I have to unblock it.
It's gonna be blocked forever.
Now everybody else knows it happened, so I just have to let everybody else know it happened. But
maybe it did or maybe it didn't.
Does that guy even exist to you right now, Dominic Mysterio, or does he not even exist? Like
he's just a faint shadow in the distance.
You're not a fan of him.
You see what he did to his own innocent father?
I did.
You can support that?
I don't support it. I'm just telling you that I'm not supporting. I never said I was supporting it. I'm just telling you that he did that. I'm not saying I support it or not.
Individual who kicked his own dad in the dick and balls. His own dad. His own poor, innocent, loving father. See? Aaliyah wouldn't do that. Because he actually loves Aaliyah.
Well, didn't Aaliyah try to go into a relationship with Murphy, and then that? How weird is that, by the way? Both Mysterios technically. I went in like somehow a storyline with Murphy somehow. Aaliyah's in a relationship, was in a relationship with him, and now Dom's storyline wise in a relationship with Rhea Ripley. Like Murphy's somehow always involved in the Mysterios business somehow. Like how does that happen?
He's getting cucked.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
And anyhow,
he's just over there in the other show, getting made fun of. Poor guy.
Yeah.
So now next they go through the history of Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, just like recapping everything that they've been through together. This is a video package. I mean, it's hyping up the match for SummerSlam, which I hope is Ronda Rousey's last. Please, for the love of God, be her last.
Yeah, this video package I thought was fairly good. I thought Shayna Baszler was good in the video package. I didn't think Ronda Rousey was very good in the video package. She was really bad. And they tried to edit around it, but they could not. They can only edit around it as much as they can. But yeah, it was a decent little video package, just kind of going through their history. This is where we find out that the match is MMA rules now, which I guess will be pretty cool.
I like that.
Yeah, I like how they get a stipulation though, but Cody and Brock don't get a stipulation. That's all. That's great. That's awesome. You know,
I don't mind the MMA rules match.
I know. I'm just saying I like how they get a stipulation, but Cody and Brock, you can't be asked to give them a stipulation.
After they fucking hyped it up for 3 weeks that there was going to be a stipulation.
Yeah,
and then they decided last second to go.
Nah,
maybe not.
You know what's gonna happen tonight? We're gonna hear like it would be referee's discretion type of thing. It won't even be a stip. It'll be like they'll say referee's discretion or something like that.
Yeah. First of all, they hyped the stipulation up as something we've never seen before.
Yeah.
Cody did. He hyped it up as something you've never seen before, and then we're 3 weeks later, and there's still no stipulation.
Yeah, but I feel like that's going to be the thing. They're going to say referee's discretion tonight, type of thing.
It's going to be so stupid. Like,
yeah,
just announce, just say no holds barred or false count anywhere, no holds barred. Like something like that, like a hardcore style match. Like I wouldn't have been mad if it was going to be a fucking no holds barred false count anywhere match. That would have ruled.
Yeah, at least it's something.
Like, it's something. We haven't. When was the last time you seen a no holds barred match?
Well, it's technically isn't Tribal Combat going to be a no holds barred match? So
is that? I don't even know what the rules would be of that match.
Weapons Wild technically was no holds barred.
Yeah, but like the actual like no holds barred match, like that's like that hasn't been announced in forever.
Yeah,
but yeah, like that's something. Could have been false count anywhere, like it's anything.
Yeah,
like anything. Not announce that Cody's going to announce a stipulation and then don't announce the stipulation. And then go, maybe it's next week. Maybe they just ran out of time in the segment. Nope, still not the following week. Nope.
Yeah, this week.
3 weeks after the supposed announcement, there's still no fucking stipulation.
Yeah, it's weird.
At least they announced it like right away with that Ronda Rousey Shayna Baszler match that it was going to be an MMA rules match. They basically reiterated that it's going to be an MMA rules match again.
Jey Uso, Roman Reigns got a stipulation match pretty much right away.
It's like if you weren't sold on a fucking stipulation match between Cody and Brock, don't say there's going to be a stipulation that we've never seen before in WWE.
I know.
Don't fucking say it if you're not going to follow up on it.
Yeah, it's stupid.
But anyways, Shinsuke Nakamura makes his entrance, and again they go to commercial break for an entrance. They come back and do another goddamn segment.
Yeah, it's weird that they do this now. I don't get why they do this.
Twice. They did it. Well, it's kind of like the inverse now because Shinsuke does his entrance and it's an Alpha Academy segment. And before it was Maxine Dupree making her entrance and it was a Nakamura segment.
So maybe they made a deal where they're like, yo, we got to watch it. if we'll watch your segments, if you watch our segment type of thing.
Get our watch time up.
Yeah.
So they come back from commercial break, and Alpha Academy celebrating their big victory. Maxine Dupree's big victory when Imperium comes in. Now, this is interesting because they come in and they basically Gunther just drags Alpha Academy, and Chad Gable, being the leader of the group, was pretty pissed off and challenged Gunther to a match, and Gunther accepted it. And that I think that was that the main?
It was not the main. It was like
no, it wasn't.
It was I think it was like the 2-hour main event, I think though.
Yeah. Anyways, like I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love it. I loved it.
Yeah, this was really good stuff. You know, they also made this a 5-minute challenge, which was good. And then I was gonna say something. Oh, so apparently, you know, because Barbie and the other movie came out, I remember the name of that movie.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, this was a way for them to kind of do that because Alpha Academy were wearing pink, and obviously, I guess Oppenheimer that tie in there is because, you know, Imperium's meant to be German. I feel like that's where a lot of the fans took it. I didn't take it that way just because they happen to be German. They just I
mean Austria, Germany, and Italy, so
but still, like, just because they happen to be German means that it happen to be the reference. Like, I hate the fans took it that way instead of just enjoying the segment for what it fucking was.
I mean, I will get to it, but like I kind of wish it wasn't a 5-minute challenge and would have gone longer. Because I feel like if that match got the full complement of time, I think it would have been that match could have been pay-per-view worthy.
Yeah, but we'll get again. I just didn't like that the fans took it as
the
pop culture and like
a tie-in.
Yeah, I don't think. I feel like too. Maybe it was a tie-in, but I really didn't see that it was a tie-in. I think it's you know, they took it. They tried looking for stuff that wasn't there. And you know, because we've seen when people do that before.
Yeah, we have. They've done a lot of random tie-ins like that before.
Yeah, there was no tie-in. You guys are just looking for stuff that's not there. Just watch the show.
Exactly.
Just sit down and watch. I was watching it.
I mean, if you want to watch the Barbie movie and if you want to watch Oppenheimer, then go and watch them. Don't have to equate it to the wrestling match.
Yeah, leave it out of my wrestling. It's my wrestling, not yours.
It's for me only, my only entertainment.
Honestly, I am that way sometimes. Like I leave the pop
for an army of one, and it's me, Owen Finch.
Pretty soon, I'm gonna be the only one going to wrestling shows now because of that. Just be like, "Yep, this is mine."
It's gonna be behind, like there was at the Performance Center, like behind closed doors, and it's just you in there, just watching the show by yourself.
Did you ever watch the Fairly Odd Parents and there'd be like this basketball team and there was like one fan in the crowd, they're like, "Whoa, yeah!" Like that's to be me. Because it's not like you're going.
Yeah, boo! Yeah, boo!
I'll like boo, like I'll be like the only one like booing. If I would be like the one fan out there is really hating this.
They have to like stop the match and be like, "All right, you gotta boo when we tell you to boo and cheer when we tell you to."
Yeah.
You can't disrupt the show. Like, you can't disrupt the show by booing Gunther or cheering Gunther and booing Matt Riddle.
I'd be the only one doing like the what chance when people say something like
what? Like where'd that come from? Be echoing throughout the arena.
Yeah. I'd be the only one echoing.
You'd be the only one talking because you'd be the only one there.
Yeah.
So next we finally get the match of Shinsuke Nakamura versus Tommaso Ciampa. And right off the bat, it's some chain wrestling, and then Nakamura hits good vibrations, and they show Bronson Reed's watching backstage.
Big Bronson Reed.
Big Bronson Reed, because he's a large individual. Not very tall, but very, very large man.
He's big.
He's very big. He's a big boy. He has big boy sentons. So they go back and forth, and Tommaso Ciampa hits Willow's bell.
He does.
And we think it's over, but it's not, because Nakamura kicks out, which is kind of surprising because no one really kicks out of that move.
Yeah.
And Nakamura ends up winning the match and pretty much confirms it now because he'd been tweener. He used the tights.
He did.
So it looks like he's going heel. I thought this match, it was good. I felt like it could have gone a little bit longer. It just seems like it just wasn't enough time.
Yeah, I thought the finish kind of sucked too.
Yeah, just him abruptly ending it out of nowhere with the tights. Yeah, it's kind of That match kind of deserved a conclusive finish.
Yeah,
but I get why they're going with it.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to get Nakamura as a heel, and that's going to be post SummerSlam, the first feud for either one of them.
Still no DIY reunion though. Can't have.
But I don't know where Bronson Reed gets involved. Is Bronson Reed now going to randomly team up with this? Is that what it's going to be? Now that Vince is gone now, because Vince put a kibosh on the DIY reunion for SummerSlam.
Maybe we're finally getting it. So
now that he's fucking got spinal surgery, maybe he's out of commission for a while, and that fucking Triple H can sneak that in there while he's gone.
I know. I feel like
the speculation was that since Vince is going to be out of commission for a while, that it's like, all right, this is Triple H he's gonna push through some more of his ideas now.
Yep. I know he's got 5 months to do it too, so.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on, I don't know with Vince. He could be back fucking tonight. Like, you never know with him. He could be in a vegetative state for like, and then like the second a big pay-per-view rolls around, he's like the Undertaker and just like sits up and like is fucking lucid.
Like Noam Dar when he saw
no one's liking.
Like Noam Dar when he saw the Heritage Cup get made and all that.
Exactly, and then he's gonna book he booked SummerSlam to his liking, which is to no one's liking.
I feel like too, like the Heritage, no, not the Heritage Cup, the DIY reunion's gonna like Triple H will like say it in a creative meeting. Vince will come out of like he'll fall all of a sudden we come and be like, what was that? What's happening? Like,
what was that to a vanilla midget and his bald friend?
Nah. That's not happening.
We want it, but they don't.
Well,
Triple H wants it. Vince doesn't.
He's like, nah.
This reminds me of the time that they randomly brought DIY to the main roster together, even though they weren't DIY, and they made no reference to them being DIY. And they were feuding in NXT.
Yeah.
It made no sense.
And then, like, even though they were teaming, they were doing the whole thing where, like, Gargano was, like, acting like he was gonna, like, it was clear that he was setting up Ciampa, but the storyline got so messed up because then they just teamed up, like, together anyways, and then...
It was so bizarre.
And think about it. If DIY didn't get called up, Ciampa probably wouldn't have gotten injured.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
But anyway, we get the recap, of course.
I say that too because Johnny Gargano too just came back recently at a house show. He got jobbed out by Omos.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
that confused the hell out of me.
I didn't
why the fuck is he coming back on a house show and then just getting jobbed out?
Yeah,
what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. What are you doing? Get a grip.
Yeah.
Have him come back on a house show against someone that I don't know that's his fucking size.
And have him have a good match.
Not fucking get jobbed out under fucking 2 minutes to Omos.
Yeah, it was so stupid.
Dumbest thing is I saw that. I was like, you kidding me? I'm like, this is the return of Johnny Gargano after fucking being gone for months with an injury. He comes back and loses in under 3 minutes to Omos.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? As another guy who's been on TV in fucking a million years.
Since Vince has kind of been taking over again, yeah.
But anyways, they recap the Bloodline business again. Like, we don't need to see it again.
I was on my phone doing this.
Yeah, I mean, I can't blame you because they just recap everything anyway.
Yeah.
You might as well just have an hour's. They should just have, like, in the middle of the show, an hour-long segment of just what happened on SmackDown.
Essentially.
And just get it out of the way. Because it's like, what is the point of Monday Night Raw if there's no recap of SmackDown? And especially since they always recap, it's only the Bloodline shit. That gets recapped 46 times on the show. It's like it's a recap on the show. It's a recap in the commercial break of the show.
Yeah.
it's a in the last hour of the show, they recap it again.
And then they recap it they just recap it anyways, like in the opening of SmackDown anyways. So it's like, what are you doing? Like, it'd be one thing too if it was Raw's storyline. It's not even Raw's storyline. It's a SmackDown. It's a SmackDown storyline that they're recapping on Raw.
It's so true.
Like, imagine on Raw, imagine on SmackDown, they just decided randomly to recap Kane unmasking for no reason. Like,
just no reason behind it.
Yeah,
the notes that I'm kind of going off of too. It's kind of funny. It says we're back from commercial, and we get a recap of our Judgment Day segment because Raw is 3 hours long. 3 hours long.
By the way, they recap the Judgment Day segment like what 3 times on this show. Like,
they love to do that. They love to have the Judgment Day like be in the first hour and then recap it for the rest of the show.
I know, like
at least 2 times an hour. It's like, okay, if you're not watching at 8 o'clock, I'm okay with you doing it at 9. Yeah. But you need to do it at 9 and 10. 2 times in both.
Correct me if I'm wrong too. Didn't right after the Judgment Day segment happen, didn't they recap it again, like right after it happened to it, like when it just happened? Like, I think they did. I know they. I
wouldn't be surprised if they did that.
Because they know they love
to recap it.
Like right after
what's funny too is Finn during his singles run was always like Mr. 8:15, and now he's Mr. 8 o'clock now. Because he's always the first segment on the show. It's not like Logan Paul or Ricochet. It's them.
Yeah, it is.
He's Mr. 8 o'clock. because their first segments would always go 10 to 15 minutes long.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, here comes Mr. 8:15 Finn Balor to come out for his random singles match.
Did he come out with a T-shirt on like the house show circuit where he was where he had 8:15 on or something like that?
He did something with it, like merch-wise, for a little while, yeah. Because it was like, it was always like they do the first segment of the show, and then after the first segment of the show, it was Finn Balor. Every single fucking time, every week, he was the first match on the show every single week.
Do you remember when he was feuding with Baron Corbin? And Baron Corbin gave him like that funhouse like thing. And like during the break, this was when he was on Instagram. He took like photos like inside the funhouse.
Yeah, he did. I remember that. It was hilarious. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Like, Finn Balor's awesome. Like, I think that's why the Judgment Day.
Now he's Mr. 8 o'clock now. He went on 15 minutes.
Hey, at least he's in the main event now, though. So
he's in the main event, but he's also Mr. 8 o'clock now too. So
yeah, he is.
But don't worry though, because we're gonna get Judgment Day at 8 o'clock on Monday, and they're gonna recap whatever segment they do 16 times between 8 o'clock and 11 o'clock.
Yeah, probably.
Because you just know it's gonna be that way.
Yeah, and then they'll recap the blood. Well, you know what would be good? They won't recap the Bloodline shit because there's nothing, because they can't recap it on because SummerSlam's this week, so they.
But they're gonna recap the Tribal Combat match for sure.
Oh yeah, they definitely will. They're gonna show like the whole match pretty much. Like,
yeah, they always do that. So in case if you missed it, here's a 30-minute match on Raw.
It'd be one thing if it was like doing the $50 pay-per-view days, but it's not the case anymore. You could just get Peacock if you if you have Comcast, you can just get it for free for 3 months, and then But a good thing, I don't. This is off topic, but good thing I went to watch them on Peacock the other day, huh?
I wouldn't notice until today.
Yeah.
So that was a good thing because I'd be fucking pissed.
I bet your dad was pissed. Too.
Oh, very, very. Imagine having a plan in place of your Comcast that says that you can, if you're a Diamond customer, you get Peacock for free for 2 years, and then not have a plan in place for said for said customers.
Yeah, it's terrible. But yeah, take us through
So
the rest of Raw.
Adam Pearce goes in to visit Raquel Rodriguez in the trainer's room, becoming a common occurrence, visiting Raquel in the trainer's room.
Yeah.
And so he basically says she's not cleared because of the chop block and whatnot that she suffered, but to her bad knee, and that she's not medically cleared, and that when she's ready, he'll be a man. That he's a man of his word, and that she will get a match against Rhea Ripley for the World Heavy Women's Championship. I don't even know. Whatever title that Rhea Ripley has.
You were correct.
The Women's World Championship, right?
Yes, it is. This segment was okay.
Still confuses me because it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah. This segment was okay.
Just basically confirming that Rhea's not competing at SummerSlam.
Yeah, what I think she should be.
For as little matches as she's had this year, I think this would have been a nice showcase. You could have, I guess the two people in the feud aren't there, in Liv and Raquel, but you could have had her face someone else. If they knew that Raquel wasn't gonna, or Liv weren't gonna face her, you could have just, I don't know, thrown fucking Natty in there again. Anything. Or have Lyra Valkyria debut. It's like on the main roster or something, and just run that match back.
Yeah, I would have liked that.
But like instead now, she's not even on the fucking show. Like, what's the point of her being champion if she's never going to defend the title?
Well, she'll be there, but she won't be defending.
Not in a wrestling capacity. Which she does best. Wrestles.
Which this is the second time in a row that she'll be there, not in a wrestling capacity. So
they're taking away her best asset, which is that she's a fucking badass in the ring.
Yeah.
It's like she's become so much less than she was like a year ago.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, to me, it's kind of sad because her best, she's a really good talker, but her ring work is excellent.
Yeah.
And if you take that away, she's kind of irrelevant. She's staying relevant in terms of character-wise, but like, people are going to forget that she's good in the ring. She's great in the ring. If she never wrestles.
I know, it sucks.
Besides the Lyra match, what was her last match? Was it against
I think it was
Natty?
It was against Natty when she defended the belt on Raw.
She had two matches against Natty, and then one in Puerto Rico against Zelina. So she's had 4 matches over the last 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, that's a bit.
5 months? What was that Puerto Rico show, like 4 months ago?
Yeah. Like Roman's had more matches, I think, than she has recently.
You can't just I don't get their point of ignoring the fact that she's great in the ring. Like, taking away her best asset.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
The thing that people actually want to see her do the most. And you're taking that away. She's money in the ring, and you're taking that away just for her to play second fiddle in the Judgment Day.
Yeah, and I think Roman gets away with not wrestling because they make it well known that he has perks where he doesn't have to wrestle every week.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yes, they're using his real life contractual, his real life contract into storyline.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, she has a full-time wrestler's contract. You wrestle. It's like, I get, like, you're a part of the Judgment Day. That's a big thing. That's a big angle. But, like, I want to see you wrestle. You're one of the best in the fucking business, regardless of gender. And you're not wrestling. It blows my mind.
Yeah, it's weird.
And then she'll go out on fucking NXT and have a great match against Lyra Valkyria.
Because
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Because she's actually fucking great. And it's just frustrating. It's extremely frustrating that they couldn't think of something on the fly for her to do. Like I just said, run it back with Lyra at SummerSlam. Just run it back. There's already something there.
Yeah.
They already set up something on NXT over the previous couple of weeks. Why not just run that back at SummerSlam? Fly Lyra in and go fucking be like, hey, you're wrestling for the title tonight at SummerSlam. And have a back and forth competitive match.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
It would have gave her fucking... People would have known... I mean, you could run a video package for her on the show.
Yeah, they would have.
And just hyped her up. But like, oh, this is like a big superstar in NXT that's debuting tonight. Like... And you can even if you wanted to do it, you could show like a recap of the match that they had. Just like real quick, like at the beginning, like before the match, like how they do like their video promos before the match. Show that real quickly.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
And it's like, okay, so she's actually good. Like, okay, this is someone that can compete against Rhea. But instead now it's like, okay, she's not on a pay-per-view wrestling again, and she's not wrestling again.
I know,
It's insanely frustrating. And on top of it, too, I don't even know how many women's matches are on the show. 1? Maybe? 2? I don't even know.
I'm pretty sure there's 2. It has to be 2.
Because I know Becky and Trish isn't, because Becky's not even in fucking Detroit, so...
Maybe there is only 1.
Because she posted like she was in like, she looks like she's in fucking Hawaii or something.
Yeah. Maybe there is only 1.
Oh, there's the triple threat.
Yeah, but that's
2.
what I was thinking of.
2 matches. 2 women's matches on supposedly, quote unquote, the second biggest show of the year.
Wait, what's the other one?
Because
the triple threat, and then what's the other one?
The triple threat, and then the MMA match.
Oh yeah.
So you have the triple threat, the MMA match, and this is supposedly, quote unquote, your second biggest show of the year.
Yeah, there's only like 2 women's matches.
This is the WrestleMania of the summer, and there's only 2 women's matches on it. It's inexcusable.
Yeah.
Inexcusable. Especially to not have Rhea Ripley, the fucking women's champion, on the goddamn show wrestling and defending her belt.
Women's world champion.
Well, yeah. But like, inexcusable for her not to be defending her championship on the show.
Yeah, she should
Because last minute you wanted to run an injury angle with fucking Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, so she wipes out 2 challengers.
Yeah, they should have done a segment anyways where Raquel just said, like, I'm going to go anyways, I want to fight type of thing.
I would have preferred that.
Yeah.
Like, even if it was a match that went under 5 minutes, like, give me something.
Yeah.
Give me something. Like, you can even have, like, Raquel, like, dominate the first couple minutes of the match, and then, like, Rhea takes out her knee and then dominates the rest of the match and wins. I'd have been fine with that. Just put it on the fucking show.
And then you can do a rematch like a few weeks later when Raquel is 100% clear type of thing too.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just my gripe has been with Rhea Ripley. She's not been a good champion.
Yeah.
Which is shocking because in her past stint as champion, she's been really good and pushed really strong.
Yeah.
This just feels like she's playing fucking second, third, fourth fiddle on the Judgment Day.
Yeah,
she's
definitely.
They're too busy with her being around Dominic instead of actually wrestling and actually building her own character.
I know.
Rather than just being fucking China to his Eddie Guerrero. It's like, Jesus Christ, can you give her something to do?
I know, yeah. She has no storylines really. So.
She doesn't. It's frustrating as all hell. But anyways, back on topic, back on track. Brock makes his entrance. He gets on the mic and says that he's going to beat the crap out of Cody Rhodes and kick his ass at SummerSlam. That's basically what it is. And Cody comes out and fucking they brawl back and forth. And Cody does a suicide dive onto the floor, onto Brock, and starts punching him. And surprise, surprise, what a fucking surprise, Brock gets F5. And Cody gets beaten down again for the 65,000th time in a row. What a surprise.
Yeah, I I thought the segment was good up until Cody just got his ass kicked again. Like, I don't understand why that had to happen. Why couldn't they just do like a polar pop wall type of thing and then?
Yeah, exactly. That would have
Like,
been better.
I don't think you need to be doing like you don't need to be doing this shit with Cody where he keeps getting his ass kicked by Brock Lesnar. Like, it's if you think about it, it's never really been good. Because if you remember, they did this at the night after WrestleMania. And
Yes.
it was terrible. Like,
Yes, I hated it then. I hate it now.
yeah,
That was when April.
yeah,
Yeah, in April they did the same exact thing.
yeah.
He had a 10-minute beatdown of Cody, and then what are they doing? Still the same goddamn thing.
Yeah.
I just don't. The segment, it wasn't bad, but it's also just rinse and repeat every single fucking time.
Yeah, definitely.
Can we just have Cody stand tall once? Just once?
Yeah, I think he has
just
once.
One fucking time.
But yeah, he hasn't.
Could have been
He
this
hasn't
week.
in a.
I don't care. Just one fucking time.
Yeah, because he hasn't stood tall in a while.
It's been since
he's been back since he's been not even that
since the paper.
Because he came back. He came back after Money in the Bank, and Cody stood tall then, and then that was it.
Yeah, after Money in the Bank, and it's been a month, and it's been just Brock the whole time. It's like, okay, we've done this already 1,000 times. How many fucking times does Cody needs to get his? He doesn't need sympathy.
Yeah, he's gonna get over. He doesn't
need sympathy.
He's gonna get over anyways.
He's not losing the crowd in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
This isn't someone who the crowd is like 50-50 on, and they feel bad because he's getting his ass kicked by Brock. This is Cody fucking Rhodes we're talking about here.
Especially
he fucking blows the roof off the arena. He doesn't need sympathy.
Especially too, he doesn't need it either because his doc just came out, so he already has the sympathy anyways. He's gonna get over it now, especially if you watch this documentary. Like,
yeah, it's just I honestly just don't get it.
I like how the day his doc comes out, he gets fucking laid out too. That's fucking hilarious.
He's in Atlanta. He gets his ass kicked. The doc comes out, gets his ass kicked.
Yeah.
Can we not have a feel good moment? Jesus Christ. Please, for the love of God.
We will at SummerSlam, but,
I fucking highly doubt it. I'm not looking forward to this match at all.
It's
really first they promise a stipulation, and then they don't deliver. And then every week Cody gets his ass kicked when he doesn't do sympathy.
Yeah.
So what is the fucking point?
Yeah, I know. This feud got really stale too because they keep doing this. They didn't do anything different this time when Brock came back for the third match or anything like that. It's all been the same.
No, it's been stale for a long time.
Yeah.
For a very long time it's been stale. It's just like it's the same shit. He comes out, Cody comes out, cuts a promo, Brock comes out, beats his ass.
Yeah.
Cody comes out, Brock comes out, beats his ass. Brock comes out, Cody comes out, they brawl for a little bit, Cody gets his ass kicked, segment over.
Yep.
What the fuck?
And they kept doing this weird shit where they during the segment they would play Brock's music, then Cody wouldn't get up and he'd just go beat the shit out of him some more. It's like, what the hell are you doing? Like,
it just doesn't. To me, this is just we're waiting for WrestleMania 40 for him.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we're gonna have him face Brock 3 times, and each time it's gonna look worse.
Yeah.
I just don't get who benefits from this. It's clearly not fucking Cody because he's getting his ass kicked all the time.
Yeah. Brock's not benefiting from this.
And if Cody doesn't win at SummerSlam, where the fuck do they go from here?
Yeah.
This feud needs to end. It needs to end. It needs to go away forever and never be brought back.
I know, yeah.
It's fucking horrible. It won me over a little bit for the first match. And now it's then Cody had to have the broken arm. What's the thing now going to be going into this match? His fucking head is decapitated. What is it going to be? His leg's broken.
I don't know. I guess his ribs because he was holding his ribs later on when he gets interviewed. So
his broken ribs now. Like, can he just go into the match and be 100% healthy?
I guess not.
Do we need an out? Do we need sympathy? No.
Speaking of which, by the way, we hated watching this segment once. This was only like the last hour of the show, like last hour and a half. They recapped this segment like 4 times in an hour and a half. Like,
just in case if you didn't see it the first time.
Yeah.
Just in case if you didn't see it live when you're supposed to.
Did they recap it right after it happened too?
Yeah,
they definitely
did. They
did.
went to commercial break and they came back and recapped it again.
And I think they recapped it like after every segment that happened too. Like,
it's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
We just fucking saw it. What is their obsession with seeing a beatdown, coming back from commercial break, and then just replaying what we just saw?
I know.
I'm like, all right. I'm like, okay, I can go to the bathroom now. I just saw this already. Okay, I can go get a snack. I just saw this already.
Do you ever notice it's always a beatdown too? It's never like if someone had like a really good match or something like that.
No, it's not. They don't give a shit about that. It's about fucking when someone gets their ass kicked and they get a recap of 49 times during the show.
Yeah.
Or show a segment that's not even on their show, like the Bloodline segments.
I know.
So annoying. Just stop recapping. But anyways, after that stupid, dumb, fucking ridiculous recap that we didn't need to see, it was the 5-minute challenge. It was Chad Gable versus Gunther. And this is your David versus Goliath type of match. But it was for it being 5 minutes, it was fantastic. I feel like it could have gone on. It could have gotten 20 minutes. Like that's what I wanted. That's exactly what you want to see. But Chad Gable, won.
Quote
he lasted the full
won.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because the timer ran out. But yeah, so Gable won, which is awesome. But yeah, I mean the match was good itself. I liked it a lot.
Wait, you're missing something. Maybe you missed this part.
Oh,
because the match does continue.
The match does continue. And Gunther ends up winning with his powerbomb. I forgot about that happened.
Because I was thinking to myself, like, wait, what? I thought you were just hyping it up, like, but because Walter asked for, more time, and then they just continue doing the match anyways, and all that type of stuff, and they have like a legitimate, really competitive match. But I like this a lot. This match was fantastic. I still think Chad Gable got over even the defeat because he was able to last the 5 minutes, and he nearly defeated Walter. Like, I think they mentioned it on commentary. This was like the most in danger in a while that Walter had been to like losing type of thing. And he cuts a good promo on Drew McIntyre afterwards. So this was awesome here. I love this.
Yeah, it's great. I'm usually not like a fan of them like stopping a match and then going, oh, this part's over. Let's continue the second part. But this actually made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And we got the more time that we actually needed. So this match is just a great match.
I kind of hope they come back to this and they have Chad Gable be the one to dethrone Walter for the belt, like at WrestleMania or something.
That would be awesome. He definitely deserves it too.
Yeah. He gets a push from this. Not necessarily like a singles, like obviously get a singles push, but like you could still keep Afro Academy together, but like they kind of do their own thing type of thing.
Yeah. Oh, definitely, for sure. So next is a bit of a clusterfuck because there's a bunch of segments in one.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch makes her entrance and they go to break.
They were obsessed with that.
Here we go. That's the third time tonight they've done this. They come back from break and they're hyping up Roman Reigns' first appearance on First Take, which is a sports show on ESPN, and which he was on. It was actually pretty good. I didn't see any of it, but
I did. I'll talk about it.
He just basically went over like a bunch of things, like his favorite football team was the 49ers and everything like that.
I didn't watch that part.
Yeah, he basically like, and Heyman was on too, which was funny.
Yeah, it was cool because we won't talk about it, but what was cool about it was he was obviously, when he had to talk about the wrestling side, then like he was very much like still in character and all that type of stuff.
Oh yeah, him and Heyman were 100% in character.
Yeah, which was
He
awesome.
says, Paul Heyman at one point was like, "Who cares? He's dead."
Yeah, that was awesome. That was hilarious.
Like, holy shit! Oh, that's so fucking
Funny
funny.
thing is, only Paul Heyman can get away with saying that too. Like,
Oh yeah, because he was close with them
yeah,
when he was a
I felt-
fucking teenager and he lied about his age.
but
And
yeah,
got into Vince McMahon's WWF, Vince McMahon Senior's WWF, and was a cameraman at 16 years old because he lied about his age.
but this the Roman Reigns appearance on First Take was like really awesome too. Like the fact that they were in character was great. I didn't see the part. Was he in character when he was going over his football teams too, or was he kind of out of character? Because
He was out of character for that.
Okay.
He was definitely more Joe than Roman there.
But there's a bit like doing that. I think what's the name of the host who hosts that? Like the main host, the one that's been on WWE before.
Stephen A. Smith.
There's a bit where like he mentioned something to Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman was like talking shit. There was a guy, he wasn't there, but he was on like Zoom or something. I don't know his name, but like Heyman was talking shit to that guy. Like that part was awesome. Like
that's I'm gonna definitely have to go back and watch it, but I only saw like a little bit of what Heyman said about Bobby the Brain Heenan being dead, which I saw that and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, and like they went over like the championships and stuff. Like it's a really good interview. And yeah, but it was definitely cool because he was well, they were both in character pretty much and all that type of stuff. So
and it's a fantastic way to hype up SummerSlam. All the press from ESPN, it's a great fucking way to hype up SummerSlam, get people watching. That's to be on a big network like that.
It got Jey Uso over because he was mentioned a lot during the interview and stuff too. So
main event Jey.
Yeah. There was mention of The Rock. Stephen A. Smith asked if there would ever be a match between him and The Rock, so that was interesting, because obviously, that's,
it could. I mean, he could be appearing relatively soon. I think with the Grayson Waller stuff going on and everything,
and the Hollywood strikes going on.
Yep.
So
he's I mean, he's taken a few hits recently, so I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to like come back and do a segment here and maybe like a segment, a beatdown of like Grayson Waller, like just to get like him on the good graces again.
Yeah,
because the XFL lost a bunch of money, even though it's coming back next year. It lost like $100 million. Black Adam was a big flop. Young Rock got canceled, so he's been dealing with a lot of like failure recently in terms of like lost revenue and his show getting canceled and his movie not really being that good.
I think
but this will get him good press by coming back to WWE again.
Yeah, and I feel like now's the time too, because I feel like too if he doesn't come back, at least have a match during the Hollywood strike. I feel like there's going to be no other opportunity for him to come back, and
it's perfect. I mean, you could do it at Survivor Series.
Yeah,
I mean, it's where The Rock debuted however many years ago now.
I feel like too, because it can't be at Mania because Roman needs to lose the belt at Mania, so that's like the best. That's the best time to happen because they can have the match at Survivor Series, and it's kind of done and over with. You could even do not like a 5-on-5 too if you want to do a 1-on-1 match, so that way you can have The Rock team up with like Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and the Usos versus. Maybe you might have to do 6-on-6 though, just because
you could do.
Because I want Cody. I think I like Cody. If they do that, Cody should be in the match somehow, probably.
Yeah, or you could do an 8-man and just have The Rock, the Usos, and Cody.
Okay, yeah.
Versus Roman, Solo, and two. I don't know who else would be. Maybe like. Yeah.
I think I was thinking Kevin.
Maybe like Finn Balor and Damian Priest or something like that.
I was thinking Kevin and Sami because I wouldn't want them in the match just because they've been a big part of the Bloodline stories. So
you could do that. You can expand it too. You actually could do the whole. You could do the whole Judgment Day in on Roman's team.
Yeah, because they've had like a working relationship before type of thing. So
yeah, you can easily do that. Have
And
Kevin, Sammy, the Usos, Cody Rhodes, and The Rock versus the Judgment Day, Solo, and Roman.
yeah,
And therefore, Roman's protected, Rock's protected. And that's pretty much it. And yeah, the two main people, and Cody.
and Roman,
Yep.
yeah, because Roman,
Because it's not really a loss, quote unquote.
well, Roman can take a pin now too, if you remember too. He can take a pin now, so
you could even have The Rock eliminate him, and then
yeah,
sets up a match for the Rumble or something like that, like, and just puts a definitive end to it.
yeah.
But that it would be interesting if they did that.
I'd like that, yeah.
You could have all the pieces mixed in together.
Yeah, definitely.
But
And I feel like too, the Rock also needs to probably break some win rust that he'd have, and that match would be perfect for that too.
oh yeah, yeah, that would be perfect for him too. And
because I think that's why they did that tag match at Survivor Series 2011, with Cena and Rock versus Miz versus Austin Truth.
His last match prior to that was 2011. I think it was 2004.
Yeah, was it?
I think
Mania
it was
20?
WrestleMania.
Yeah, so
Mania 20, I think was his last match. I mean, he did a few run-ins here and there, and
now it's been like
a people's elbows and whatnot, but not like
and now it's
an
been
actual match.
And now it's been a longer time now too. It's been over 10 years. By like if this happens at Survivor Series, it would have been over 10 years since he had a match, and he's older now too. So
yeah, I mean, would have been. This is the perfect opportunity for him.
Yeah,
honestly,
I think he should take it.
Get back on the good graces again. Give himself some good PR after a couple really rough couple of months for him here.
Yeah,
money wise and career wise. Black Adam being the flop and Young Rock getting canceled and him losing a shit ton of money to the XFL.
Yeah,
having to lay off staff members in the XFL. Basically throughout the rest of the year, but he's going to bring him back the following year when the league actually plays. But yeah, he needs some good PR after he took a massive match. He looked untouchable in Hollywood.
Yeah,
for the longest time, and now it's like he's dealing with a lot of failure recently. So it would be good for him to get back into the good graces again and get some good PR going for him again.
He won't be acting for a while either because the strike.
Yeah, the strike too plays a big part in it too. I mean, there's no off season there in the WWE. There's no like, so they're not going to shut down with this writer strike. But yeah, because it's live television. But yeah, this would be good for him to come back and get some cheers again.
That'd be nice.
Like he always says too. Like, there's nothing like competing in front of a live audience. You don't get that when you're in Hollywood and you're on set. Like, this is different. Like, this is like he shows it every time, but he gets like legit goosebumps every time he comes out because it's like it's a fucking adrenaline rush when you go out there.
Yeah, and he hasn't
especially for someone like him who hasn't done this in fucking forever.
Yeah, I don't even know
the last time he even appeared live on WWE TV.
Was it the premiere? Was it when SmackDown premiered on Fox? I think that was it. And that was a while.
That was like, God, I don't even know how long ago that was.
Yeah.
That was forever ago now.
Yeah.
But like, man, like, he hasn't been around for a long time, and I think if he does end up coming back tonight at SummerSlam, I think it's gonna blow the roof off the place.
I know, yeah.
Because again, there's a Grayson Waller effect. You never know tonight at SummerSlam. You just never know.
But yeah, let's continue talking about Raw.
They just fucking recapped it again because what's the point?
Yeah.
Like we saw it already. Let's recap it again.
And then Cody got interviewed and said he's going to embarrass Brock Lesnar again. So there you go.
Like, we haven't seen that promo already from Cody already.
Yeah.
That backstage interview with Byron that he says he's going to beat his ass.
Byron was nice to him, though.
Yeah, I mean, they're boys. So, yeah, I like that. You're being nice to him.
Yeah.
Shocking.
I mean, people were actually nice to Byron this week for the most part. So that's good.
That's good for, yeah. happiness all around.
Yeah.
Good. He deserves it. They've been treating him like shit.
I know. And Jackie Redmond comes in and she gets immediately treated like a goddess, and Byron Saxton just gets nothing. Byron Saxton gets nothing. Like
Poor guy. Poor Gyron.
Oh, Gyron. Oh no.
Poor Gyron.
Yeah, I continue with Raw.
So Becky Lynch was because she had made her entrance prior to Cody's promo, and she's just standing out there, just waiting.
She got to see Seth and Sammy have a nice time with each other though, so that was good.
That's good. So she says she basically she earned her match against Trish Stratus. So she wants it right now, and what she did, she earned it, so she should be able to get it whenever she wants it. She's just at SummerSlam, but I forgot. She's not in Detroit. She's in somewhere really nice and sunny with palm trees, so probably California.
Who's this, Trish or Becky?
Becky. She said, because she earned the match, so she deserves to have it when she wants it. She wanted it right now, but she should have said she wanted it at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
But Trish comes out was flanked by Zoe Stark, but they don't want to have it. And what a surprise! What a shocker! They don't want to have the match. Terrible heel Trish and bland Zoe Stark don't want the match. Not a surprise. And then Adam Pearce comes out and says that because Becky beat Zoe, Becky has earned her match against Trish, and she's going to get it right now. And it doesn't even last long because it lasts. I don't even think it lasts a minute.
I think the sentence you just said,
and then Zoe Stark fucking jumps her from behind, and Becky Lynch wins by DQ.
I think that breakdown was longer than the match.
It was. The fucking match was like fucking 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So technically, she did win.
She did.
Becky. It's just bizarre. Just a bizarre, like, what is the point?
And then afterwards, like, Becky was like kicking their ass, and then Trish hits her with a chair in the stomach, and then the segment just ends out of nowhere. Like, what's going on? Like, so stupid. Segment was a waste. The segment was a waste of time.
Basically, it says they basically just ruined it. And then, by the way, it's going to be again in 2 weeks in Winnipeg. Why?
Which is odd. It's just odd because Trish would get cheered most likely. So I don't know why they would do that.
Here's a little knob with the idea. How about the rematch at SummerSlam?
Yeah. I don't know if I want
Becky Lynch again. Why is Becky Lynch not on the show?
I feel we should be nice to your dad here, though. We should let. I don't think your dad should have to pay for that match.
I mean, the only time she wasn't at. Well, she was at SummerSlam after she popped a little Rue out of herself.
Yeah.
But even she had a fucking baby and then came back and wrestled. What a fucking warrior! But she can't get on the fucking card.
No,
why?
Yeah.
I forgot. It's because she's in a shitty feud with a shitty heel. That's right.
I don't think this feud ended anytime soon either.
And they literally said the reason why it got pulled was because there wasn't enough time. Can you believe that? There wasn't enough time. What do you mean there wasn't enough time? It's been 2 months of just shit. You're gonna tell me that there's not enough time, that they can't have a match at SummerSlam?
Just do a squash match. There you go.
There's not enough time. It's been 2 months.
Yeah.
Maybe more. I don't even know how long. It was kind of set up at WrestleMania, I think.
Yeah, this is terrible.
It's just bad.
I wanted this feud to end so bad. It's just never gonna end.
I wanted it to end 3 months ago.
You know what's gonna happen too?
Meaningful at SummerSlam, not fucking. First of all, she's not doing anything meaningful at SummerSlam because she's not even in Detroit.
Yeah.
She posted a picture on Instagram. It's fucking hilarious. It's like she says like, "Oh, Detroit's really nice" or something like that. And it's like, just someplace that's really nice and fucking and sunny. Oh, she took it down.
So
Damn it!
I wanted to see that.
I think she took it down. Yeah. Now it's from 4 days ago. It was that she has a SummerSlam shoot, but it was like Detroit's really nice at this time of year, and it's like she looks like she's in like California.
Yeah. Oh well. But yeah, this segment was no money. You realize too the feud's not ending too. They're probably gonna bring back Lita. They're gonna do a tag match at Payback, and then that will be the end.
That's the last thing I want to see because I think she got really exposed in this last run that she had.
Yeah,
because the match she had against Lita, the match that Lita had against Becky was really good.
Yeah,
when Becky was the heel, like that match was really good. And then she comes back for this run, and she looks like she's in fucking slow motion.
I know.
She's never moved slower in her career. I've never seen her move so fucking slow. It's like she was stuck in the mud, like in quicksand. Like she couldn't fucking move.
I know. She was really in slow motion.
I was like, Jesus Christ! Like, is this like you had a match a year ago? It's not like you even wrestled in fucking when they won the tag titles.
Yeah,
like, that match was horrible. It's like she hasn't wrestled in 20 years. It's like you literally just wrestled the year prior. You wrestled 3 matches last year.
I don't get what happened. Yeah,
it's just, and it didn't get better. I figured, she probably had a little bit of ring rust. That's like had been a bit of time in between, but like I gave her a pass for the tag title win, but like the WrestleMania match was awful.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Who did they even face? I forgot.
Damage Control.
Oh yeah, them. Oh yeah, that's right. Totally remembered that. Yeah, totally memorable feud.
That is it. I think that's. And then I was about to say she defended the tag, but no, she didn't defend the tag titles because Trish took her out.
Yeah, and then Trish lost them and turned on Becky.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I like how Trish is the one that lost the championships, and she's the one that turned on Becky. Like,
she's the one that lost them, and she's the one that did the turn. So what was the point?
What was the plan going to be if they retained the belts? If you think about it in hindsight, like, were they just gonna Was she just not gonna? Was she gonna turn heel anyways? Like, what the hell was the plan gonna?
Just turn heel and do the Moxley Rollins feud where they were the tag team champions for some reason, and then lost them because one of them didn't show up.
Yeah, it's so weird.
So they go, they come back from commercial break, and they're hyping up Twisted Metal for Peacock, the old video game series. And conveniently enough, they left the part out that has Samoa Joe in it.
That's hilarious.
Which he's Sweet Tooth, the clown-looking dude in the truck. They completely took out Samoa Joe from that segment.
That's hilarious.
And he ended up tweeting up something about it, like he said like, of course, with like a crying, laughing emoji face.
I mean, he has every right. He has every right to. So
he's in the series, but like, you're not in WWE anymore. Why would they give you free publicity?
I know, yeah.
If you were still in WWE, guarantee you bet your ass that you'd be on that commercial.
You know what's weird, by the way? This is. AEW hasn't given CM Punk any publicity at all that he was in heels. By the way, they never mentioned it.
They never mentioned it. Not once.
And he's been on like 2 seasons. By the way, it's not like he's been on like one. And I think he's been in like he doesn't have a big. I hear he doesn't have a big role in it, but he's in the show. Like, why hasn't AEW mentioned it? Like,
it seems odd.
Yeah, like is he not good or something in the show? Like, I don't know what.
I know I've never seen it.
I'm just saying, like, because AEW never brings it up. Like, okay, I've been like waiting a little bit too. I thought, okay, well, they're not going to mention it on Dynamite because he doesn't show up on Dynamite. But Collision, it's not a peep about it.
Yeah, it's not a peep. There's no peeping.
Did they forget? Like,
I think they might have, because at least WWE fucking showed it on their show. But granted, like, for Twisted Metal, but like they didn't show Samoa Joe, which, I mean. You're not going to get free publicity if you're not in WWE, so I can't blame him for that.
Yeah. But anyhow, let's go through the main event. Not the show. I'll be doing that in a second.
Oh my god, they did a bunch of recaps, too.
Oh,
they
they
made
did,
it.
yeah. They did a ton
So
of them.
they go back from commercial break and they basically have up Cody's to pay appearance on the Today Show, which my mom, who does not watch wrestling, watched it and said it was good. So
it was good.
I missed it because I was at work and I was pissed and I wanted to tape it.
I mean,
And I found it was a really good. It was actually a really good interview. I liked it.
Yeah, I did too. I did tape it. That one because I think they said it was supposed to be on at 9. I taped the one at 9, but it did. For some reason it didn't record, so I had to go and find it online. Like I taped it at 9 to 10.
Yeah, it's probably something they did something in between because
Yeah,
they do like something in that third hour.
Yeah, so I had to watch it online myself, but I got there in the end.
And then just a bunch of recaps.
We love that.
With again Trish Stratus and Becky.
Just happened.
And another video package for Shayna and Ronda, and basically just Adam Pearce confronts Trish and Zoe, and it says because they failed to deliver the match, it's going to be booked again. They're going to have a rematch in 2 weeks in Winnipeg.
I think he said Zoe Starks is banned from Inside too. At least I think. I don't know. I feel like this storyline doesn't have a lot of logic behind it though, so I would be surprised if he didn't do that.
Yeah,
That should be what happens. I'd be like, yeah, you're banned from Inside, but no, Pete, I don't think he said that.
No, he should have though.
I like to. Is like I'm gonna give you a ton of time to prepare. I'm thinking like, oh, okay, so this is gonna be the SummerSlam match, and then when I heard it was announced for like 2 weeks on Raw in Winnipeg, I'm like, what?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
What do you mean they're not having a match at SummerSlam? But the main event time.
Well, no, yeah,
before that. They did again. They go to commercial break. And when Sami Zayn makes his entrance, but they come back and they hop up the SummerSlam card. Seth makes his entrance, but Judgment Day jumps them, and the brawl is on, and the babyfaces stand tall before the break. And yeah, it's this match is great. It's fantastic. And at the end of the day, as we all would have liked it to have happened, it happened. And Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn win the match.
Yeah.
And the babyfaces stand tall down the show. This match was fantastic. I'm not even going to fucking go over it because, again, it's just a great match. And you should go back and fucking watch it yourself.
Yeah, this was I like this a lot. They teased like not Baron Corbin, Damian Priest was gonna cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase, but Finn Balor hesitated, so it caused him to a delay, so it allowed Seth to recover. And we don't know how it happened. Damian Priest got his nose busted open. It was either from the super kick with the briefcase or the herb stomp. It could have been both. One could have led to the other. Both could have happened. But then, but I like this a lot. I feel like we really can't complain the tag titles aren't being defended just because like Kevin Owens legitimately got injured. I imagine that would have been on SummerSlam, the KO and Sammy versus Dom and Damian Priest, but obviously because Kevin went out due to an injury. It looks like they're gonna keep the titles on him, at least for now, anyways, just because like they didn't vacate them or anything like that. So
yeah, they didn't vacate them.
I feel like if if they might announce something next week where like if Kevin's not cleared to go, they'll probably vacate them and maybe do a tournament next week. So we have to wait and see what happens there. But yeah, overall that was Raw. I like this show. I thought it was good stuff. I'm gonna give it a B- because there was a lot of stuff that pissed me off on the show, like the Becky Trish segment as normal, and the Brock Cody segment pissed me off. So, and weirdly enough, the Shayna Ronda thing pissed me off because they got a stipulation match, but fucking Cody and Brock can't seem to get a stipulation match, so that pissed me off.
Yeah, I also give it a B-. A lot of the same complaints that you had. Too many recaps.
Yeah.
No stipulation match announced, and the removal of Rhea Ripley's title match and the Becky and Trish match at SummerSlam.
All right, so let's go through main event now. It took place on August 2nd, 2023. And yeah, um, the commentary team was Byron Saxton and Kevin Patrick. They were very nice to each other. Again, Byron Saxton's a lot of people are just being nice to him now. I don't know what happened. I don't know what caused this change. Like they're just being really nice to him lately. We had Dana Brooke versus Xia Li. Dana Brooke won with a swanton bomb, and nobody cared. So there you go. You realize I've shown this match like 4 times on main event in the past month. So there you go.
No one gave a shit.
And then we had Bronson Reed versus Apollo Crews. This match was relatively good stuff. Eventually, Bronson Reed wins with the tsunami. I don't get why they didn't just show this match on Raw. Like, it would have made sense, but they showed it on main events. Yeah, and Apollo Crews' momentum just continues to go down. So there you go. I like the match, though, between Bronson Reed and Apollo Crews. I thought that was good stuff. Main event's a C-, really average. You could have watched this show and, you could have skipped this show and not missed a thing. I almost said you could have watched this show and not missed a thing. Obviously, that's the case. Like,
yeah, I mean, if you watched it, you wouldn't have missed a thing.
Well, sometimes I'm on my phone doing the show, so sometimes you do miss stuff. But then we have the bump. That took place on August 2nd, 2023. The hosts were Caleb Braxton, Matt Camp, Megan Morant, and Ryan Popola. It shows an intro. The intro was Caleb Braxton coming in, and they had like the Cinnamon Toast Crunch like mascot there, and they tried to do like a little handshake, but they screwed it up. And then Caleb Braxton like kicked the door down because like, apparently there's a big running joke in the bump, but she was never able to open the door, so she just kicked the door down, and it legitimately like scared the crap out of Ryan Popolo and Matt Camp. Like they didn't know they were like scared. Like I thought they were gonna run away type of thing. Like I think they thought someone broke into the WWE HQ or something, which would have been hilarious. Imagine they, because they knew they had that segment planned. Imagine someone just legitimately broke in and then just like did that, and it's on Caleb Braxton. They'd be like, oh shit, type of thing.
Jesus, what's going on here?
And then yeah, they just kind of start talking about the bump. And here's the big announcement: Caleb Braxton's not hosting the bump anymore. You're probably thinking to yourself, Chris, okay, so she's leaving WWE then. No, she's just not hosting the bump anymore. She's still going to be on the bump, but she's just not going to be host. That was the big announcement. Remember I said it was going to be disappointing? They treated this like as if she was leaving the show too, but it's like she's still going to be there. She's just not going to be the host anymore. So it's like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember. I read it. I read about that. Yeah, it's like basically she's a contributor, but she's not going to be the host.
Yeah, but like it's not like it changes the company at all. She's still going to be on SmackDown every week doing the backstage interviews and stuff. Like she's just not. As I've told you, I think you might have known this. She doesn't host the bump. She doesn't fly out really that much, anyways, for the bump. So it's not like anything's really going to change. She just did it via Zoom and all that type of stuff. So, they did. I will say this: they did various things throughout the show where they paid tribute to her. They showed like a video package of all the stuff that she's done on the bump, which was really badly edited. Like it looked like something that I would have edited. Type of thing, like not like a big production company like WWE. And it's kind of funny because most of the stuff they show was during the pandemic, so they didn't have a lot to show. And then what else was showing on there? Paul Heyman did a thing, and he did this thing where like he acted like he was putting her over and everything like that. Like he's not gonna watch the bump anymore and all that type of stuff. This was clearly right after like his appearance on First Tape because he was like in the parking lot type of thing. And then when like we thought the cameras were off, he like completely roasted us saying like I'm gonna definitely watch the bump without Caleb Braxton there and all that type of stuff. So Paul Heyman was being awesome right there.
What an asshole.
And then
he
then
secretly loves Caleb Braxton though.
He actually said he made a joke that Caleb Braxton has like a big crush on him and all that type of stuff too, which was hilarious.
I love that episode of SmackDown when they were getting out of the car and Roman goes, "Hey Paul, your girlfriend's here."
That was awesome.
He's like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, it was great.
He secretly loves Caleb Braxton.
Then they break down the week of what went down in WWE. They could not believe this stuff happened, Chris. They were so surprised by it. You ever notice that's a big thing in WWE? I guess everything's a surprise to them if you're like in the company. Like they just can't believe any of this stuff happened. Like, oh
I
my God.
cannot believe it happened. Can you not believe that this happened today? Because it did. It did. And it's unbelievable that it actually would have happened at some point in time.
And then it showed a video package talking about Rocket Mortgage and what they do. I forget what it was because I was on my phone doing this. But they're gonna do a thing where they're gonna donate to like a charity anytime someone hits a top rope move from in a match at SummerSlam. It'd be hilarious if WWE did this and they just don't have anyone hit a top rope move type of thing.
That'd be such a WWE thing to do.
But it's just like, oh, we're gonna donate to all these charities and all that type of stuff. Anytime somebody hits a top rope move, and nobody hits a top rope move, because technically Ricochet can still do if he does a springboard. I don't think that's a top rope move technically, if you think about it.
No, it's I don't think
it's a springboard. So he doesn't even do. He does a springboard through like the middle rope and all that type of stuff.
through the middle rope.
That'd be hilarious though if they just do no top rope moves like this tonight. That'd be awesome.
They're the
best. Xavier Woods and Tyler Breeze got interviewed. They talked about. I assume you subscribe to their channel. They're doing this game show on. It's like a summer game show they're doing. So they kind of were talking about that for a little bit. Xavier Woods talked about his love of game shows because he's been in a lot of game shows recently with Celebrity Family Feud. They showed the clip. You've probably seen this clip. Did you see the clip? Because there was a question they asked where they said, like, what if Steve Harvey wasn't married, what girl would he be with? And Big E said Beyonce. And did you see? And Steve Harvey had this big reaction to it and all that type of stuff. I think you've probably seen this, have you?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
Oh yeah, that did happen. And then they talked about when Tyler Breeze may be coming back, so I feel like we're going to see Tyler Breeze return because they did ask a lot of questions about that this time around. So I feel like Tyler Breeze returning to WWE is happening closer than you think. And then they talked about like Xavier Woods' absence recently in WWE. And then I think they talked about like Xavier Woods doing things like because he's doing commentary for Mortal Kombat and all that type of stuff. So. Nice interviews there. They talked about GM mode because they were doing that too. So
yeah, they do that.
And they thought it's funny because they're the GMs like in the game type of thing. As you remember, so
yeah, they are.
And then they showed up. The host showed off what shirts they're going to be wearing at SummerSlam. Kayla Braxton is going to be wearing. I'm trying to remember what she was going to be wearing. I think it was it wasn't Shotzi. It was I don't remember what it was. And then Megan Morant's going to be wearing an Undertaker t-shirt. And then Matt Camp's going to be wearing a Bloodline t-shirt. And Ryan Popola is wearing the SummerSlam 1993 main event between Yokozuna and Lex Luger. And he said that was an interesting main event, to say the least, because as you know, that main event wasn't very good. So
he is technically Lex Luger.
So there you go. I mean, he thought he won the championship that night. So, and then Bayley gets interviewed. She talks a lot about her feud with Shotzi and what's going on with Damage Control. And basically, she just turns down every question they ask. She just said, how typically sometimes in the interview they'll ask like, "Oh, how come you've turned on Shot? How come you haven't been?" And basically like, "No, that's not what happened. That's kind of what this interview was." And then that was it. A decent episode of The Bump. I would definitely watch it just to watch the Paul Heyman message. I feel like you could just find that online somewhere. And obviously the Xavier Woods and Tyler Breeze interview was good. So I'm going to give The Bump like a B just for the Paul Heyman video alone. So there you go. All right, let's go over SmackDown now from last night. Thank you, SmackDown, because you got me out of having to go to the Patriots practice last night. So thank you, SmackDown. So there you go. I'm going to get a lot of hate for that, but if you knew the behind the scenes of why that's a good thing, you would understand. But before that, it took place on August 4th, 2023. It's an exclusive where Grayson Waller announced that he was going to host the Grayson Waller Effect with Io Sky. Then we had the show itself. We had the commentary team of Wade Barrett and Michael Cole. And it kicked right off with LA Knight versus Sheamus. That was awesome. LA Knight was legitimately like the first person out there type of thing. Like that was great. Like everyone went ballistic when he came out and all that type of stuff, as they typically would. And yeah, they have this really good back and forth match. Really weird. Remember how we keep saying that LA Knight is not a heel?
Yeah.
that was kind of the case here because Sheamus kind of works the heel of the match and LA Knight works the babyface, which is really weird because Sheamus is the one that gets the heat in the match. You would have thought it'd be the opposite. So, yeah, really interesting. LA Knight roasts all the people that are going to be in the Battle Royal. He roasts the Miz. He roasts everybody. And then, yeah, doing this, guys from the Battle Royal come out. We see, well, the Brawling Boots were already out there, but we see Karrion Kross, The Miz. You know how I feel about that because he's on Raw. He's not supposed to be on SmackDown. I know you're going to say, Chris, I should give him a pass because they were in Ohio, but I'm not giving him a pass, so you can just forget that.
It's also a Battle Royal that he's in, too.
How come he was the only one there then from Raw then? So
because he was probably the only one that was from Raw in that Battle Royal.
No, that's not the case because, as you know, Ciampa was announced for the Battle Royal, so why wasn't he there?
It was because they're in Cleveland, so
yeah,
I can't blame him for that.
I can because it's hey, if they can, if
there's no more brand split, so it doesn't matter.
I feel like there still is though.
There isn't. There really isn't a brand split anymore.
Yeah, they haven't really talked about it. I'm not letting it slide because I already started saying stuff about it. So I can't just be like, oh, I can't just change my mind randomly out of nowhere. That doesn't make sense.
You can though. Everyone does it.
But yeah, Karrion Kross came out, and then AJ Styles came out, and doing this, everyone kind of starts to get into a brawl, and this allows LA Knight to hit the headlock driver. They changed the name of it. I don't remember what it's called now, but it's called something else. And LA Knight wins.
The blunt force trauma.
Yeah,
BFT. The BFT.
Yeah. There you go. But yeah, this was awesome. LA Knight actually won. I couldn't believe it. I thought they were gonna give the win to Sheamus. I do hope though that because LA Knight won here means he's losing. That doesn't mean he's losing tonight, but we'll have to wait and see. But what do you think of this match overall and everything like that? I thought it was awesome.
Great. It's a really hot way to kick off the show for sure.
And then awesome. And LA Knight took some crazy bumps in this match. Like I think he took two. Chris backward because two white noises, one on the apron and then one from the second turnbuckle onto the floor. So there you go.
Let's go.
Solo Sikoa's backstage. I thought something was going to happen here, but he was just looking menacing backstage, looking like he's going to take somebody out. So, if I had known that nothing happened, I would have put it in my notes. But and then next you see the OC arguing with the Brawling Brutes, and Adam Pearce makes a match between Pete Dunne and Ridge Holland versus the Good Brothers. And then Jey Uso was backstage. Again, I thought something was going to happen, but nothing happened. What do you think of these two segments right here?
They were fine. I like the fact they set up a few matches.
Yeah, that's good. How weird is it that we heard Bleacher Report today on or last night anyways on SmackDown because that's interesting because they don't. They never really mentioned Bleacher Report because that's how the match was broke. That Solo Sikoa was going to face Jey Uso in the main event and all that type of stuff. So that's kind of cool. Then we had the Brawling Brutes versus the OC. Nice tag match here. Then from out of nowhere, the Street Profits come out and they attack the OC and the Brawling Brutes. They beat them up. They hit Angelo Dawkins hits a sit-out spine buster onto Carl Anderson, and then he hits one on Pete Dunne right after that. And Bobby Lashley comes out with them, and it looks like the Street Profits are heels now. This is very heelish by them, and I don't hate the fact they're going heel. I think it's time for a change. I think they could be really good heels right here, and I think it could be good stuff. What do you think of this? I like this a lot.
I did too. I liked it. It was time. They definitely. The face run definitely kind of ran its course, even though it was still over. It was time for a change.
And yeah, now you've set up like a few feuds here. Like what I hope it sets up is the OC versus Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, just so AJ Styles can get out of that Karrion Kross feud. Plus, the matches would be awesome between the OC, Bobby Lashley, and the Street Profits. That'd be awesome stuff. Because I don't think did AJ Styles and Bobby I know they faced off before. Have they ever had a feud before? Because I don't think they have.
I don't think they have.
Because the only time I could think they would have it was in TNA, but they were both baby faces then, and Bobby Lashley wasn't there very long. And by the time he came back to TNA in his second run, I think AJ Styles was already out of the company. So it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, they had a proper feud.
I hope MVP kind of gets involved in this. He becomes like the mouthpiece for the group. That'd be cool. Then we had a video package with Charlotte Flair. She talks about how she's gonna win the women's championship, and she's on like she's dressed very glamorous on this boat, and yeah, we've seen videos of this anyway. She's been posting like pics of this. I didn't think they were actually gonna do a segment with it. I just thought she was just randomly out type of thing. But what did you think of this?
It's a typical Charlotte segment. It wasn't terrible.
And then we had the history of the tribal combat, and Paul Heyman comes out and he blames Jey Uso for why all of this is happening. And then this shows a video package of what tribal combat is, the history of it, and you see people like the Wild Samoans and Rikishi talking about it, which was awesome. And Paul Heyman goes to talk some more. Then Jey Uso comes out and he said that he's feeling fired up and that he's going to take the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship from Roman Reigns to become the new tribal chief. Then Solo Sikoa comes out and Jey Uso is trying to talk down his younger brother. And Jey Uso then says that he's just he's Roman Reigns just treated him like he was treating him, like just as a mercenary type of thing. And Paul Heyman's about to defend him, but Solo kind of gives Heyman this look like he didn't want him to defend him. And then Heyman tries to talk down Solo, and during this distraction, Jey Uso hits a super kick onto Solo, setting him out of the ring. So I like this segment a lot. They teased more dissension between Solo and Roman, which was great. So what do you think of this? This was awesome.
It was great. No complaints at all. Really good, really, really good segment. Coming up on a really great match that we're gonna get.
And then we had Austin Theory get interviewed. He talked about how he's going to retain his United States title next week. He poked fun at Santos for injuring Rey Mysterio, which I didn't really like too much. And then, because during the Battle Royal, he came out and like attacked Santos type of thing. And then we had the match. It was Austin Theory versus Cameron Grimes. Santos comes out and is about to attack Austin Theory, but he gets distracted and he turns around into a cave-in, and he goes for the pin, but he gets his foot on the ropes. And basically the rest of the match is just Cameron Grimes hitting all his moves on Austin Theory, and then eventually Theory crotches him on the top rope and hits A-Town down for the win. I didn't like this at all. Basically, it's that typical match where the babyface gets all their moves in, and then the heel just hits one move and wins. I don't like those type of matches. It was really stupid. As we talked about, Austin Theory's stock in the company has just really gone down. Like, he needs to lose this championship, and they need to start doing something new with him because it's going downhill fast. What did you think of this?
It could have been better. It's just, yeah. I'm the same with you. I just don't like that type of I don't like that type of shit where it's like all the baby face hits all the moves, and then the fucking heel hits one move and wins. I've always hated that.
Yeah,
that kind of brings I don't know. It's just okay.
And then afterwards, I forgot to mention Santos later Theory with the Phantom Driver, so I think we know who's retaining the title next week. So
yeah.
Then Asuka has a video package. She talks about how she's going to retain her women's title, and she said that she has a plan. I wonder what that plan is. So we have to wait and see. What do you think of Asuka's video package? I thought that was awesome.
It was great. She does a great video package.
Then we had the Grayson Waller effect with damage control. And Grayson Waller said that he's feeling nice enough before the Battle Royal to give someone the Grayson Waller rub. Do you want the Grayson Waller rub or no?
I don't want him to touch me.
So you don't even. I'm guessing you're not having the Grayson Waller rub then.
No touchy.
And then, yeah, Damage Control come out, and he tries to ask Io Sky when if he's cashing in her Money in the Bank contract at SummerSlam, but Bailey says that they're not just going to give that type of stuff away, and Grayson Waller wants to know what's going on between Bailey and Shotzi, and Bailey doesn't really answer these questions. She kind of ducks his questions. They do this funny thing where her, like Shotzi's video plays and stuff, and we find out Grayson Waller just did that. Like that was awesome. That was hilarious. And then Shotzi's theme song goes off, and her tank comes out, and we think that it's Shotzi, but then behind her is just Shotzi herself, and she tries to shave Bailey's head. She chases Bailey. It's still not really known if Bailey has recovered because she didn't take like a big bump here, really. So we don't know. It's looking more positive though because she was able to, run around and all that type of stuff. So, and then we found out the person in the tank was Zelina Vega. It leads to a match between Zelina Vega and Io Sky. They have a pretty good match here. And then during the match, Io Sky is about to win with the moonsault, and the brawl continues between Shotzi and Bailey. She's about to shave Bailey's head, and Bailey is able to fight her off, and she runs off. And there's a stretch Io Sky long enough. She misses the moonsault, and Zelina Vega hits the code blue or code red or code whatever for the win. Zelina Vega looked very tan in this match too. Like I don't know what was going on there. I guess she got a spray tan. I guess that's obviously what was going on. But she looked very tan in this match. I don't know why she felt the need to get a spray tan. So like just wrestling at SummerSlam, Chris. So what are you doing that for? But yeah, let's go through this. I like the Grayson Waller effect segment. I thought that was awesome. I thought the match with Zelina Vega and Io Sky was good. The only complaint I have is that Io Sky lost. I know you're gonna say it was a distraction. But this is the thing that WWE loves doing with the Money in the Bank contract holders. They like to always have them lose. I don't get that. You could have just done like the whole. You didn't even need to do the, Bailey coming out again later. They could have just done that segment where she just was gone, and then they could have just had Io Sky win the match anyway. It's like I hate the fact that they always have the Money in the Bank contract holders like lose because it doesn't make like Io Sky does not feel credible at all as like a person you think would be a champion, but. Yeah, what did you think of all of this? The Grayson Waller effect, Shotzi's return, and the match with Io Sky and Zelina Vega.
It was all good. I liked it all. I like the Zelina Vega surprise being in the tank. Shotzi looking fucking insane. Yeah, and it would have been better just if I mean, I don't mind Zelina winning, but yeah, like Io definitely deserved that win.
Yeah, definitely. And WWE likes to do this too because it's like a big surprise when they cash in. But then, as you see in the title reigns, when they cash in after they have all these losses, doesn't do anything for them either. So, then Bianca Belair has a video package. She talks about how she's going to win the Women's Championship. I thought that was a good video package. What do you think of this?
Yeah, it was good.
So, question. You might answer it. You might not even answer it. You might just look at me. But do you think there's a chance Bianca goes here and joins up with the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley's group they have going on? Since there's a chance to do that now. Oh, he's just looking at me.
No, I think there's a chance. I think there's a chance. So I think it's going to happen. Probably.
I like it
could happen. I wouldn't put them past it. Although the thing is that Bianca doesn't want to because of like merch and stuff and like being she has such a kid audience that like I don't know. I just don't think it would fit her gimmick.
Do you think those
need to stand the ground? I think she's a stand her ground with that one.
Do you think though she would be more open to it if she gets to work with her husband?
I mean, I wouldn't be against it. I think she would want to do it, but it's just Again, she has such a kid audience that like it's. I just wouldn't be a smart thing to do.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that one. By the way, we talked about Stan at the end of the interview with Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman. Stephen A. Smith. I don't think that's his name, but whatever.
Yeah,
The
you got
host
it
of
right.
him and Heyman were having like a stare down at like the end of the interview type of thing. And Stephen A. Smith like lost the stare down, and it was so awesome. It was the best stare down I've ever seen in my life. Like Heyman, you know how he stares at people too with that evil grin on his face too. So it was
Oh yeah.
awesome. So then we had the main event, not the show because we already covered that. So you can stay here.
I don't want to.
You gotta stay here. You gotta do your SummerSlam pick soon. So, it was Jey Uso versus Solo Sikoa with Paul Heyman ringside. It was an excellent main event. I thought it was awesome. Jey wins with the spear followed by the splash. Afterwards, Solo Sikoa attacks him after the match. He throws him into the barricade, but Jay's able to fight him off. He beats him up with a chair and sends Solo packing. So I thought this was great. I thought
send him packing.
pretty much. But I thought this was good stuff. It was a good way to build up Jey Uso, and I don't think the Tribal Chief is going to be very happy with Solo's performance here. I think he's going to be in trouble tonight. What do you think?
He's not happy ever. So
He was when he was when all the bloodline was together after War Games. He was happy then, but I don't know what happened.
Life happened.
Yeah, Sami Zayn happened.
He's a good boy. He's a good man.
Roman or Sammy?
That's Sam, man.
wait, that's a different guy.
That's Sam boy.
But yeah, what do you think of the main event overall, though?
Really good. Loved it. Yeah, Solo looks awesome, and so doesn't Jay.
Yeah, and SmackDown was awesome. I'm giving SmackDown a B+. The only thing that hurts it for being an A- is that Austin Theory Cameron Grimes match. And obviously Io Sky losing. That didn't make sense. But what would you give SmackDown as like a letter grade?
SmackDown as a letter grade. I give it a I'll give it A-.
Wow, you're being nice.
Yeah, it was a really good show. I liked it.
Oh, by the way, it also would have been probably an A- if they stuck to the brand split. Wouldn't that have been nice? All they had to do was not have the Miz show up. That would have been great. You know?
Could they though?
Yes, they could. Let's do our predictions now for some shows coming up. We have SmackDown next week. We have to do predictions for. We have Austin Theory defending his United States Championship against Santos Escobar next week. I think that's an obvious win for Theory, right? Just because of how much Santos has laid him out, and since he's already beaten him in a match and everything like that, I think that's an obvious win for Theory. What do you think?
As much as I want it to be Santos, I think it's Theory.
You didn't even get to be. What are your thoughts that they're turning the race? They're having Theory use that as heat. The fact that he injured Ray IOL, I don't like that at all.
You have to get heat somehow.
I guess so. I mean, the guy can't get heat any other way, right? So
It's the only way.
And then we're gonna have AJ Styles versus Karrion Kross next week. This has to be AJ winning, right? That's obvious. I would say so. What do you think?
Oh yeah, it has to be. It literally has to be.
Because I feel like the feud's gonna continue. Then again, I say that I've been saying that for like a month. I'm like the feud will continue if Karrion Kross wins, but AJ Styles beating the guy like has beaten the guy like twice in a row, and the feud's still going on somehow. No stipulation, by the way, because why would you want to do that? Don't you love that?
No
WWE,
steps.
don't you love WWE lately? The matches that deserve a stipulation, they're not giving stipulations to and all that type of stuff. Isn't that great? Isn't that fantastic?
Not allowed to have steps.
Guess not. All right, let's do predictions for SummerSlam. Obviously you have to go first because you have to because then you can just take all my picks. But let's just get started. We have the Slim Jim SummerSlam Battle Royal.
Fuck yeah.
They're getting a lot of money for from this match. There's gonna be 25 people in it. It says there's not 25 people announced, so and it'll just be men. I should just make that more specific.
Ooh, they're sexist.
But yeah, the participants in it is SmackDown's LA Knight, SmackDown Sheamus, Monday Night Wars, Tommaso Ciampa. Monday Night Wars, Shinsuke Nakamura. Monday Night Wars, Otis. Monday Night Wars, Chad Gable. SmackDown's Karrion Kross. SmackDown's Grayson Waller. Monday Night Wars, Matt Riddle. SmackDown's Santos Escobar. SmackDown's AJ Styles. Monday Night Wars, The Miz. SmackDown's Luke Gallows. SmackDown's Pete Dunne. I almost did it. Would you have allowed it if I did do it, though? Because you hate that name also.
I fucking hate it too.
So would you, if I slipped up, would you have allowed me to keep calling him Pete Dunne?
Yes.
There you go. I'm not doing it, though. I'm not falling for that. Then we have SmackDown's Rich Holland, and then SmackDown's United States
ECW's
champion.
Austin Theory.
No, SmackDown's United States champion, Austin.
New Japan's Shinsuke Nakamura.
Well, he was Pro Wrestling Noah this year.
TNA's AJ Styles. TNA's Eli Drake. Maddie Wahlberger from Australia. Killer Cross from TNA.
Yeah. But yeah, who do you pick?
J Phantasma from AAA.
No, what's his name? Ken Quano from Lucha Underground.
Doc Gallows, or just Doc from TNA.
Oh yeah.
He was Tommaso Ciampa on the Indies, so I can't say that.
Yeah, you can't. No, he just
Chad Gable.
Oh wait, just
Chad
Tommaso.
Gable was Chad Gable
From NXT.
Matt Riddle was Matt Riddle.
Yeah, so you can't do that one.
The Miz was Mike Mizanin
From Tough Enough.
from the Real World.
Well, that's an even better one. Evolves the Austin Theory.
Sheamus O'Shaughnessy
from FCW.
From FCW.
I feel like you're cheating.
And Austin Theory was Austin Theory from Evolve.
Yeah, he was. Wasn't he the last Evolve champion too?
I think he was.
Yeah. So, how weird is that?
Very.
But yeah, who do you predict will win this battle royal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like it has to be, right? Well, wait, that's what you pick, right?
Yeah.
I'm not falling for that. I feel like it is. We're gonna do a tiebreaker though, not secondary. Who's the last two? So obviously you're picking LA Knight, so that counts as your last two. Who do you think will be the last two in the match?
LA Knight and Grayson Waller.
That'd be cool. I'm gonna pick LA Knight and AJ Styles.
Because I'm thinking along the lines of babyface and heel. I was trying to think of like what babyface and what heel.
You know what? Then I'm gonna change my LA Knight and the Miz. I think that would be perfect.
Yeah.
But you already picked Grayson Waller, so you can't go back.
I'm gonna do him. Yeah, I'm not changing mine, but that would make sense.
Because I feel like LA Knight will finally officially be a babyface in this match. Oh, any surprise appearances, by the way, since because it's not all 25 people announced. Or do you think they're just gonna do?
I think they might do some surprise entrance, like The Rock.
Yeah. Does he win then?
I think if it's down to those two, I think it is. I think he comes out and costs Grayson Waller the match for sure.
Okay.
If that does happen.
But do you think that there'll be a surprise entrance that will be in the match?
I think there would be because it's SummerSlam. I think there might be like a surprise entrant in the match or two.
I'm trying to think who I think it could be. You know what? I'm gonna say Braun Breaker. He'll finally get called up, and then just go right back down to NXT because he's having.
It won't matter anyways because it's a loser that doesn't leave NXT match.
Yeah, I'll say Braun Breaker will be the surprise entrant. Who do you think will be the surprise entrant?
I'm sticking by the Rock.
Okay.
I think it's going to be him.
Then we have the MMA rules match: Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler. Who you picking for that match?
Shayna.
Same. please, because then Wanda will be out of there. See you later.
Forever, I hope.
Yeah, me too. Then we have the Intercontinental Championship match. This one's a tough one to pick. Walter defended against Drew McIntyre.
For the sake of the streak, Gunther.
I think so too. A lot of people are predicting they'll just do like a non-finish or something, but I think Walter's actually gonna win clean. Well, not clean. I think Imperium would interfere in the match, but I think Walter needs to keep the title. He needs to break the record. I think he's so close at this point. It would be
He
no
has
point.
to.
Yeah,
He's like a month away.
and he did an interview. I don't know if you heard with Sean Ross Sapp, and Sean Ross Sapp mentioned I think Payback or like the Raw before he breaks the week before he breaks the record, they're gonna be in the same place where the Honky Tonk they're gonna be in Honky Tonk Man's hometown. So it'd be kind of cool, if they had a segment together where Walter took him out and all that type of stuff. Because not in the match or anything, it'd be a segment type of thing. Because I think that'd be cool, if they had that if they had that happen. But I really think Walter should, because Walter deserves to break the record. What did Honky Tonk Man really do as Intercontinental Champion? They talk about the reign, how he was the longest reign, but they never mentioned the reign itself. If you think about it, the only thing that's mentioned is the way he lost the title. Walter's had bangers with this fucking championship.
Oh yeah, 5-star matches, and it's gonna be no different.
Yeah,
because they know they have to top what Drew and Gunther did at Clash of the Castle.
Yeah,
and they have to top that triple threat match that they had at when was that? Mania?
That was Mania, yeah.
Yeah, they have to top that triple threat, and they have to top the Clash of the Castle match too. So we're getting a 5-star match regardless.
Yeah, I think so. Will they top it, you think?
Yes.
I feel like they may top the Mania match, but I don't think they'll top
not Sheamus and Gunther. I think they're going to top the triple threat match for sure.
If it was in the UK, it might. Just because the crowd, because I think that crowd also is what made the Sheamus and Walter match too. So
it did, yeah. Because again, it's two Europeans going at it.
Then we have Ricochet versus Logan Paul. Who are you picking? I almost just fucked up and did my pick first.
Wagon Pal.
Yeah, I think Logan Paul wins. I think we've been talking about this. He needs to win because he hasn't won a match in a while. So,
and again, it wouldn't surprise me if they win Ricochet either. Just like the Gunther Drew match, I wouldn't be surprised if Drew won either.
But I think if you're gonna keep for the long-term investment, if you're gonna keep putting back Logan Paul, he has to win at some point. He can't just keep losing.
He needs. I think he needs to win tonight.
I feel I think if Ricochet has a good performance and all that type, he's gonna get talked. Ricochet will get talked about anyways because he's in the ring with Logan Paul. He's already over and all that type of stuff now too. So
yeah.
Then we have the 4 main events. How do you have 4 main events? I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense. WWE loves doing that. Oh, we have 4 main events tonight. No, that's not how main events work, guys. CM Punk would still be in the company right now if that's how that worked. So,
yeah.
But we'll do the one that's the least importance. It's the women's championship match. Asuka defending against Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair. Who are you picking to win and who takes the pin?
Asuka to win and to take the pin, Charlotte.
I'll go Asuka to win, and to take the pin, I'll go Bianca Belair. Because if they want to do, I'm hoping for that heel turn, so this would be a good way to continue that if she gets pinned in this match. So, and we're doing another tiebreaker. Will there be a cash-in this match?
No.
I agree. I don't think there'll be a cash-in, actually. I don't think there needs. I don't think I think it's too soon for Io Sky to cash in. If there is a cash in, will Io Sky be successful in the cash in?
Yes.
Okay, I would say yes also. So I don't know how that's gonna work because you picked it, but we'll figure that out later.
We picked the same thing, so it's not really good. Yeah. It's not gonna make a difference.
We have the World Heavyweight Championship match. We have Seth freaking Rollins defended against Finn Balor. This one's really tough to pick. Who are you picking?
I pick Seth.
So I'm going the opposite. I'm picking Finn Balor. I think they're gonna finally give him his win back, and well, I guess he won at SummerSlam, but you know what I mean. Like he's gonna get his revenge finally. And with all the news that Seth just said, where he needs surgery, I think he's gonna take some time off after SummerSlam. And will there be a cash in tonight? For Damian Priest?
I'm gonna say no. I don't think there's gonna be cash-ins tonight. Because if Finn wins, would Damian cash in on him?
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. Also, because I think but I think there'll be a tease since I'm picking Finn to win. I think there'll be like a tease for it, but I don't think he'll cash in.
Yes,
because
I think there's gonna be a tease tonight.
You know, I think they want to do that thing where, because I read online recently that they want to make the Judgment Day like a successor to the Bloodline, since the Bloodline's really not a thing anymore. And I think the best way to do that is to have them, even though Damian Priest doesn't have gold, but to have some type of like title or something like that type of thing. So, because Finn Balor would have the World Heavyweight title. Dominic has I almost said the Cruiserweight Championship, the North American Championship. I don't even think he likes. Dude, he doesn't even fit the weight limit. What are you talking about? So,
He's too fat.
he could probably lose the weight easily.
He's too fat.
And then Rhea Ripley has the women's World Heavyweight Championship, and then Damian Priest would have the Money in the Bank, and they could do a nice. I don't think we've seen a storyline like this before, where someone in a faction had a championship and the Money in the Bank briefcase at the same time. That could be a fun feud they can do for a while, type of thing.
Yeah, you can tease it like hell.
Yeah, because I feel like it would be fine if they cashed in, but So yeah, that's a big one right there. And then we have Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. Who you picking to win that? I feel like I know. So
the roller coaster, the American Nightmare, the American Dream's son, the son of a plumber, the son of a plumber, the grandson of a plumber, the Stardust, Cody Runnels, Cody Rhodes.
I'm picking the same thing. I feel like he has to win. If he doesn't win tonight, I feel like
I don't even think Brock loses it. I don't think Brock loses any momentum if he loses, honestly.
Yeah, I think Cody loses a lot.
I think it's past the point now where it hurts him. Yeah. Like, if he lost, like, in 2015, I'd be like, okay, this is going to kill his momentum. But, like, he's so past that now that I don't think it really matters if he loses a match here and there.
I would say, like, we would have to have a different conversation, because when he was brought back, he was losing to Roman a lot. So, but I think he's had enough wind under his belt since then where, like, it's not going to hurt him now. Yes.
Yeah.
Because Cody hasn't beaten him definitively yet either, if you think about it, because he won via roll-up at Backlash.
The cheap win.
Yeah, so he needs to get, like, I think I remember I said this at Backlash, but then I thought about it some more. Like, it didn't hurt anyone, but Cody needs to get, like, a definitive win against Brock, like crossroads, pin in the middle of the ring type of thing. So, and then we have the main event. Roman Reigns defending his undisputed Universal Championship and the recognition of the Tribal Chief in a tribal combat match against Jey Uso. Who wins?
Roman.
Now, is this going to be like Elimination Chamber where you're going to be rooting for Jey Uso, or are you cool if Jey Uso doesn't win?
I want Roman to win, but I can be rooting for Jey. So, I mean, I know Roman's winning, so it's not like it's.
And I don't think it hurts Jey because he got the victory at Money in the Bank, so I think it's fine if he loses. I think Roman will win. I think that's going to be help from Solo again, and I think that's going to tell a storyline where Roman can't do it without Solo. And then I think there'll be a beatdown, and The Rock will return, and it'll set up whatever's going to be set up, if they can set anything up from it, A lot of people predicted that he'll return, but nothing will come of it, type of thing. I feel like if he's returning, then something has to happen from it. He can't just return and nothing comes of it, because I think that would be kind of like, what's the point of him being there if he's not going to do I'm
Yeah,
okay with him being there and doing something with Grayson Waller, but if he comes out and confront Roman Reigns tonight, I want something to come from it, type of thing. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm the same way.
Here's what I don't want to happen, because the people have been predicting this: Jimmy turning heel on Jay, because a lot of people are predicting that because of everything that happened. That would make no sense at all, because Jimmy's the one that turned first, anyways. He's the whole reason this is happening, so it wouldn't even make sense if he turned heel, type of thing. Do you want that? Do you want Jimmy turning heel tonight? Do you not want
No,
that to happen?
absolutely not. Don't do it.
Would you think Shawn Michaels is booking it if Jimmy turns?
Oh, it'd be obvious. It'd
I
be
like how
so
we always.
obvious.
I like the no NXT talk tonight, but we always find a way to roast Shawn Michaels breaking up tag teams. We always find a way. So
That's all it is. He
um
finds his way into everything.
yeah. Any other news? Because we kind of broke down the Vince news already. Well, there's another big Vince news that came out this week. You want to talk about that?
He got a search warrant on his house. That's in connection with the with last year's stuff. Pretty pretty interesting.
I
To
think
say
he
the
mentioned it.
least.
Yeah, he mentioned it during the conference call or something like that too, right? Well, like, isn't that
Yeah,
how he found it?
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, not good. Um, I wonder if that's why he's gonna be taking some time off again too. I mean, yes, he has the surgery, but he also has to deal with this now too. So, yeah. Um, I'm trying to think if there's any other news. I can't really think of any other news that's happening really.
News came out today that Big E's not wrestling anymore.
Yeah, because he mentioned in the SummerSlam press conference. Basically, he said that he said that he could wrestle, but it's not a wise idea for him to wrestle, type of thing. Like he doesn't want to, ruin his body and all that type of stuff. Because he's like 39 years old now and all that type of stuff.
Yeah,
So,
he's in his he's getting there.
yeah, and he said if he got this injury when he was younger, he would consider coming back. But he doesn't want to take the risk. I hope. I mean, I like the role that he has, but I would like for him to have a role on TV type of thing. I feel like he as like a general manager or something, or like
He said
even if
he wants to do commentary.
yeah, that'd be cool. I wonder who he should take Booker T's place. That'd be awesome.
He wants to do color commentary, and I think he said like Becky would do great at commentary also too, or something
Yeah, I
like
think
that.
she would. Let's see what else. I think that's it for wrestling news really this
Yeah, I
week.
think that's it. That's the big news there.
Yeah, I love how everyone else has like these news shows they open up, and then I open up the news. We always do the news things at the end. I'm wondering if we should start doing them in the beginning type of thing, because we always forget it what they are by the end of the show. But whatever, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
We're not the best.
Yeah,
We're
there you
very
go.
dumb.
Because we already mentioned the Elite we signed, and we mentioned that on Wednesday. Well, for them it was yesterday because the video came out yesterday. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I have to make a quick phone call to the producer, so you can do some
Producer
plugs
man?
while I do that. So
Um,
do some plugs.
I really don't have any plugs though.
Plug something. I gotta go make a phone call. I have to get up for
Um,
it. So
I don't know. We're doing stuff this week, I guess. Look out for a SummerSlam review, depending on the time. Maybe we'll record it Sunday or Monday. I don't know. I don't know when we're gonna do it, but look for it to air sometime next week. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So exciting again, like I said on the previous video that we did, which you saw. It's a pretty action packed month of wrestling coming up. You have SummerSlam, which is tonight for us. So enjoy that, watch that, enjoy it. It's gonna be awesome. Hopefully, it's some surprise appearances to keep us all interested. And yeah, AEW has All In and All Out coming relatively soon at the end of the month. And with the Elite resigning, that has a lot of possibilities of what they can do. I mean, they even said on Dynamite this past week that they would even go to Collision. So maybe that shit's done between them and Punk. I don't know. Maybe for the sake of their company, they better hope that it's all cleared up and they're on the same track, on the right page, on the same page here. Yeah, it's going to be a interesting month, to say the least.
Yeah, there you go. Those are all the plugs.
I said that we're going to do SummerSlam. SummerSlam review sometime within the next few days.
Probably tomorrow. We'll probably record it tomorrow, and then I'll send James the footage.
Hey, one more time. I just got to say, SummerSlam, baby. Woo!
Oh yeah. Summerfest, actually, no, Summerfest, baby, woo.
The Summerfest.
Yeah, Summerfest, baby, woo. Real quick as well, because I don't know if anybody actually touched on it, because nobody actually knew. Believe it or not, your boy, that is Producer Man, is actually going to be calling SummerSlam on the Jeff Meacham Network Multiverse of Media. So, yeah, because Noah's actually live at that event in Detroit, lucky bastard.
Okay.
So he's going there live. So I am actually going to be doing play-by-play. So your boy is now in the hot seat for play-by-play. So if you want to check that out, go check it out on my channel, JJ's channel, Noah's channel, or Jeff Meacham's channel.
I wonder if that's going to affect, will that affect Spoke for this week? Because I can't do it tomorrow. No, I can do it tomorrow. I can't do it Tuesday. I can only do it tomorrow and like Monday.
What time were you planning on doing Spark? I didn't know you were planning on doing it today.
No, I'm saying I'd be doing it tomorrow because, like, Noah and I were supposed to do it, but I feel like Zio is going to have to be in the hot seat if Noah's...
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, shit happens.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. We'll figure it out. Because I didn't know Noah... Because Noah said him and I would do it, but I said I was available at any time, but I'm like, driving to New Hampshire. Well, I'm not driving, but I'm getting, picked up to go to New Hampshire, like... I think that time we would be recording Spoke anyways, everything. So that's why.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
we'll play it by ear.
But anyhow, so let me do my plugs. Obviously, Sir James is here. I'll plug WYW. CAWLE that's coming back. I don't want to say soon, but it's closer than you think. I would say.
Yeah, it's way closer than it's been since it started. I'll tell you that.
But yeah, watch Immortal because that's probably you're gonna need to watch that to watch year 2 anyways. You have a ton of time though, so you don't have to watch it. You don't have to watch it today. You can watch it, whenever. Owen and AJ talks. We'll be recording an episode Wednesday, and then because we slacked this week, James, because it was a big week this week. I think we're gonna could we release 2 episodes next week of that? Like we record it the same day, but we just release 2 episodes to make up because we were supposed to do it every other week. So just make up for the fact that this week release 2 episodes next week type of thing.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, and then WWE Aftershock Extra that will be reviewing SummerSlam will be uploaded Monday. We have some retros that we're planning on doing. So, Chris, you have to pick a new retro again. Pick a show, any show except for Clash at the Castle, SummerSlam 92, and there's a SmackDown in 07 that's in the UK, but that you can't pick. Pick any wrestling. Oh, and obviously Takeover London because we already covered that. But pick any show any professional wrestling show that took place in the UK, and we'll do that as a retro type of thing. It won't happen this time. Just things have been crazy lately. And if I can make this happen, John Tuddy will be making a return to the channel, and since Edge is doing a celebration, I'm gonna pick a retro that's centered around Edge, and I'm gonna pick the SmackDown when he cashed in on the Undertaker and won the World Heavyweight Championship, which, of all people, you think that I wouldn't pick that as a retro, but I'm picking that as a retro.
I'm a fake fan of The Undertaker. You want to see him lose.
I had to watch it live, so, it happens. And then New Japan Wrestle Kingdom 12 Retro will be coming at some point. That will be doing the right before All In type of thing.
Yeah, it'll be Wrestle Kingdom 12 specifically.
Did I say Wrestle Kingdom 12?
I think you just said Wrestle Kingdom.
I said New Japan. I'm pretty sure I said New Japan Wrestle Kingdom 12. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I'm tired.
And then, AEW Spark will be doing a lot of episodes. As you know, we don't even know who's doing this week's episode yet when it's coming out, but we just plan this stuff on the fly. Anything coming out on the FTW main hub, James? Because I'm not sure.
Just sub to FTW Productions. Do that.
Yeah.
Support everybody, and support our friends of FTW Productions too. Just sub to everybody. Fill your inbox with shit. That's what you should do. Help the algorithm.
Just get a ton of notifications sent out, because we'll just get all that
there you
stuff.
Go. All that shit.
But that's pretty much it, guys. And I don't know when this is going up, but we'll just talk to you later. I don't know if my catchphrase is going to apply.
We'll say this: if you are seeing this on tomorrow, because we're recording this, Saturday. Saturday.
Yeah.
So the day of SummerSlam. If you're not seeing this on SummerSlam, you are seeing this the day after. You will be seeing our SummerSlam review on Monday. And since this is being recorded in the past, and do the thing.
We will talk to you guys in the future.
There you go.
Podcast has concluded. Be sure to check out more group discussion as far as WWE content is concerned, and check out more content from For the Win Productions.